he says to the guy, "No, I swear I wasn't looking at you. It was a jackalope." Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of Goblins and Gunsmoke with Dice Riot Roleplay. This is a homebrewed, 5e compatible fantasy Wild West tabletop RPG. I know I said I'd stop doing it, but I lied. You can always trust your DM to lie. When we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, they were in the midst of trying to cross the Sergio Desert on the Southbound Express, a very new, fancy, fast-moving train that runs on magical crystals. It was attacked by a roving group of bandits who, in the midst of a very explosive battle, decided to make it even more explosive, and they threw a stick of dynamite and blew a part of the train off, and in the consequences of that, damaged all the crystals that power the train, thus bringing it to a grinding halt on the tracks. Mm-hmm. So now our heroes have set off across the barren wasteland of a grander wasteland of the Sergio Desert in a section called the Deadlands, in search of an old stop on this railroad route that may have some crystals left over from the days when it was still operational. Can they get the train running again? That's all going to depend on how they deal with the town that they have discovered where these crystals may be located. The town seems to be operating under some kind of weird rules of life and death, where sunshine and darkness mean the difference between whether you're alive or dead. What does that mean? I guess we'll find out together. Let's jump back in. When last we left off, you guys were in the town square encountering a dark, mysterious figure dressed in all black with spectral wings that had spread out behind him, and he had confronted you all, especially Nicholas, saying that Nicholas had something specific that belonged to him. Do you remember what that was, Nicholas?
Does Nicholas remember that? I'm not in a dream state.
He specifically named what it was, so...
But do I remember anything about a book?
Yeah. He said, "You have my book," and then you're like, "Oh, the book."
That book.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it physically on me. It might be back on the train, which we can go get. If you just give us a few minutes.
Oh, Nicholas, you wouldn't be lying to me, would you? I thought we were close friends.
How much lying am I doing? I don't know where the book is, do I? I don't know where the book is. That was the truth.
Nicholas, if you had the book, you would tell me, right?
Yeah.
It's very important that we trust each other. We're going to be together for a very long time.
Now, I don't like it. Now, what do you mean by that?
You all are here now. That means you're going to stay forever.
No, we won't be doing that.
Should we jump in the well?
I think that means we'll be here in a forever way, but like very uncomfortably with broken legs.
Are you saying this to each other out loud?
I don't know if you said that out loud, Harlan. That's up to you.
I'm assuming you did, because unless you did. He looks at you, Harlan, and he goes, "Oh no, no one's going to be harmed. You're just going to stay. Forever."
I think we should leave.
Alright, well, what kind of entertainment do you got in this town? Because if I'm going to be here forever, I want to know what it is.
Forever.
Well, no, I mean, I want to hear him out. I want to hear what his proposition is.
Well, I would... I'm very glad that we have a minister in town, because it would be grand if you would give a sermon at least once a week. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Minimum 3 times a week. Don't let them lowball you.
What kind of sermon would I be given?
Well, your god is the Lightbringer, is he not?
Yeah, that's right.
I would be happy to have you proselytize the Lightbringer in our fine town.
You know what? I think this guy's all right.
You're considering abandoning your church in redemption.
I think we should trust him. I can set up a satellite church here.
Get him. I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you want us to stay?
Oh, it's just how things are here. You have to stay.
Why?
I thought I made that clear.
There's gotta be more.
It's just how things work here. You come here, and you stay here. Things must be as they are.
Yeah, guys, you come here, you gotta stay. Haven't you ever been to a place where you had to stay?
We are not staying here.
The last time I came into a town, they chained me to a fountain.
And it sucked, and it was horrible.
It was. He's not chaining me to a fountain.
This is spiritually the same thing. Because you'll still be prisoner.
Fountain. It's a well, not a fountain. It's a well, not a fountain.
You'll still be prisoner.
In the well.
Okay, so if things must stay the same, then the addition of us would change things, would it not?
Oh, no, see, things are always as they are, not how they were. Any new additions that come remain.
I hate this guy. Just hate him.
That hurts my feelings, Marlene.
Good. Have we met before? Because I don't know why you know all of our names.
I've always known your names.
Who are you?
You've been watching us. You
Not me
circus.
per se, but I've been informed.
Who are you?
Okay, well, this is weird. We should go.
Who am I?
Can we go?
We're trying.
We're
trying.
I am
The lady with the
the
crystals
eternal
disappeared.
one. The one who always waits.
Okay. I want to do a religion check on that name.
Sure.
The one
Can
that
I help
waits.
him?
Yes.
I'm helping you.
17 plus...
You also want to get out of here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't want to stay here.
20.
So, the Eternal One and the One Who Waits could refer to a number of different deities in the cosmos of the multiverse, but in the context of the things that you've seen already, you get the idea that this is somehow related to death. Not the state of being, the concept of death.
Okay, so he could be like Death. He could be like the guy. The Reaper! Alright.
Doubt it.
Hmm.
I'm not impressed.
Marlene, it's alright to doubt. Everyone does, right up until the moment.
Is there sunshine right now?
Yeah.
Are we in the sunshine?
It's like overcast, so it's like splotchy sunshine. So as you guys are standing there having this very bizarre conversation and like bits of sunlight are coming through, it's like you're seeing like fading and gaining shadows of people milling about the town around you, and then they just keep appearing and vanishing.
Right. Are you keeping all of these people here?
These people, they would love nothing more than to be here.
Are they here because of you?
Because of me? No. They're here because of the other one.
Great, cool. Your brother, then?
No! I don't have a brother.
Sister?
No, I don't have any siblings. I love this. We're getting to know each other so well.
It's funny. He could...
I like him.
He likes me! See?
You're very
I'm not
popular.
sucking up to the teacher. I'm just being a good student.
Please, there's no need to do any sucking up. And no, there will be no favorites played. All here are one, and all here are equal.
Can you do
So
a
the other
religion
one-
check on the other one? Sorry.
Yeah. So the other one, is he like the guy who doesn't wait? Like the impatient one?
He's the indecisive one.
I hate that.
Yes, me too. Me too. As I say, all are one here, but he tests my patience. And you have an idea of how much patience I have.
I do. Yeah, you've been putting up with their shit all day. It's crazy.
You've only been here for an hour or so.
Oh, it feels
He
longer.
likes us.
We've known each other a long time, it feels like.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I know you. Yeah.
Yes.
You're not even trying to resist.
Well, okay. Table talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need it to resist. I think that there's something going on that we don't. That we're immediately assuming that there's something wrong with this guy, but there might not be.
friend huddle? Can we friend huddle? Can
He's
we
gonna
get
know
away
all
from
of
him?
it. He's
Can we
gonna
friend
know
huddle
it. We
over
can
somewhere
pretend
else?
there'll be an illusion of privacy, but I don't think it really will be there.
See,
think
and
friend
no matter
huddle-
where we speak, it's going to be like
Yeah.
we're speaking into one of those ASMR microphones for
Oh.
him. He's going to hear it like it's in his ear.
Are you guys saying this to each other? Like,
Yeah.
because he was
Yeah.
trying to huddle, so you said that to him out
Yeah.
loud. Nicholas, no, I would never eavesdrop on your private conversations. If you want to have a private conversation, by all means. I would never violate your privacy.
Friend
Thank
huddle?
you.
Friends only? Friend huddle.
Future friend.
That is so mean.
Hurtful, but
That is so
Fair enough.
mean. We just met a new friend, and you're already
he turns
explaining.
and folds his wings on his back and kind of just like leans against the well and just kind of looks off into the distance.
Pardon us for a
I feel
moment.
so bad for this
Okay,
guy.
we gotta.
I don't.
Listen,
Manners
we gotta get the
around
heck
scary
out of
guys.
here. I don't.
We'll go through
No.
it later.
Harlan,
When they have wings, you
Great
be
job.
nice to them.
Decorum is important.
You think this guy's part dragon?
No,
No.
he's gonna think we're gonna stay
He's
if
got
we're
feathers.
Ace pipes up, he goes, I ain't
It's
never
the whole-
seen no dragon that's got black feathered wings with green slime coming out of them. What are you talking about, dragons?
Forgot you were here.
Wait. Did you say green slime?
Yeah, it's got the green slime dripping out of his wings.
Who is that?
Ace.
Oh, it's
Who's that?
Alright. You're a man of a million voices.
I said Ace pops up.
Oh, he's got shit coming out of his wings. All right.
Yeah, I did mention that last time.
Yeah.
To refresh your memories, he is wearing all black. He's got ghostly pale complexion, elvish ears of some sort. You can't tell what type of elf he may or may not be, but elvish ears. He's got very dark pits around his eyes, and his eyes themselves are just black with white glowing pin points in the center of
Sounds
them.
like super chill looking.
Hey, so
Chill looking.
This is him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, he looks cool.
So cool.
I think
That's what I was thinking.
So-
maybe we should ask some questions about this other one because, the more you know.
We gotta stop acting like we're friends because he's gonna expect us to stay.
He already
and it's
expects us to
like
stay.
if you give a rat a muffin and then you have to give them more things and then they
Blueberries.
want stuff and then
Exactly.
and then it leads to you gotta
Infestation.
right.
We gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
I just feel like we should at least try and find out about this other entity that might be in the way.
I don't think we're gonna be able to leave.
Well, let's try.
He's already given up. I
Alright.
think the rest of us have to go to Mama. Remember how she's not doing? She's gone somewhere. And we're looking for
It's
her.
behind the house.
And
is where
there's
we
a
last saw her.
train, and those people are counting on us. If it wasn't for Dennis, I'd be halfway to Mama right now anyway. And this is all really weird and frustrating. Listen, you guys, we can't be nice to the wing guy. We gotta go. Let's just explain that we got things to do.
All right,
Harlan's right.
let's
Hey,
try that approach.
Nicholas, you tell him.
Unhuddle.
Huddle.
Wait, what do they do in football?
Hike.
Am I allowed in the conversation now?
Absolutely.
I have a question. All the stuff that's coming out of you, is that on purpose, or somebody do that to you?
Stuff coming out.
Yeah,
of
all the
him.
green shit.
Unfurls his wing,
Hmm.
and he looks at it, and then as it starts to drip down his wing again, he goes, "Oh, that. I'd forgotten about that." And his wing slowly starts to droop, and then his weird eyes get even more distant, and it's like he forgets you guys are there for a second, and he's just staring off into space.
Like,
And it feels like a lot of time is passing as he stops talking.
Let's just sneak away.
Everybody roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Damn it.
Oh, no.
16.
12.
5.
18.
Oh, not the worst. 7.
Alright, what'd you get?
16.
16.
12.
18.
Okay, so Marlene and Nibbles, as you guys are just waiting for him to say something, you get the impression that time is passing, and then you suddenly blink, and the two of you kind of look at each other and realize that the sun has moved a considerable amount in the sky, and you feel like your muscles are aching, like you've been standing there for hours, and the others are just kind of the glazed look on their face.
Is the man still there?
Yep, he's still standing there.
And he's like,
What is happening? Nicholas.
Nicholas.
As Marlene shakes you, you snap out of what was happening to you.
What?
Look in the sun.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not a betting man, but I'm willing to bet this guy is a victim of whatever's going on around here.
I don't agree, but maybe we can formulate a plan. It's
Temporal. We need to.
awaken Alvin, get Harlan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
Damn.
Who?
I've never heard of them. Oh, yeah.
I was not blinking. I wasn't blinking.
Stretch.
Dedication.
Yeah, so
Yes.
to you guys' perspective, and to the perspective of Captain Darmic and Ace, who are still frozen, by the way, no time had passed, and you guys just suddenly, your friends just suddenly reached over and just shook you for no reason.
Right? Yeah.
What?
I feel my bones are achy.
Look at the sun. The
Position. Of
the
sun.
day's whizzing past us.
That's super weird. Maybe.
Harlan was right. People are counting on us.
Right.
This dude is still frozen?
Yep.
I wake up Ace and be like,
Yeah.
What?
Child.
What? Child?
He's an adult.
I'm
He's older
much
than you.
older than you.
do you know what's happening?
Wait, what? This
Time's
crazy guy's
time's
trying to...
passing a lot. Look at the sun.
Wait, the guy's still
Oh,
frozen?
shit.
Let's get out of
Wind
here.
guy.
Run.
Maybe we should go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Run.
Wake up your girlfriend. Let's get out of here.
Run.
I do.
She goes, what?
Time's passing. We gotta go. Look. Some freaky
All right.
stuff's going on.
Yeah.
Take a guess and say you stay behind,
let's
right? Take a guess and say you stay behind.
Oh, why would you say that?
You roll this in. You like to do this thing where you roll.
Whether you do stupid things or not.
Yes!
Make a stupidity check.
Yeah. It's a mechanic.
Okay, so,
So we run
where are you running?
the way we came in.
Back towards the train.
Alright, so that would be,
Train's not moving though. We need those
Yeah.
crystals.
that's, up the hill.
Are the crystals really there?
We just attach
Maybe.
the horses to the train.
Especially now since the sun has moved, the day's almost done.
I don't know.
Which way are you going? What are you doing?
We gotta go to the train and get more firepower.
The way we came in, running out.
Okay, so you guys start running off up the stairs, up onto the plateau, and are you guys running?
Yes.
Alright, so you're running down this
And
road.
Nibbles is with us.
Are you guys all there? Is everybody going? Did anybody stay?
Marlene made sure to check.
Should I
But
roll
you-
to intimidate Nibbles into running?
We gotta get Nibbles one of those, like, child leashes.
No, I'm not with you.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Okay, in character, there's no way he would leave these people to whatever fate they're in, because he knows that they're not dead. Like I've already done all that stuff, and when we first came here, I realized that these people aren't dead.
Yeah, it wasn't
That they're
necessarily undead.
Right, that they're fading in and out of existence, and I'm realizing that this guy isn't what we think he is, because there's something going on with him. He's not all there. So maybe he's a victim too. So, I mean,
That's a fair argument.
he doesn't seem like he's trying to hurt us. It just seems like
He's been
he knows what's going on here, and he's like, yeah, you guys are trapped
He's been
here.
pretty cordial. He's a little creepy, but who hasn't met some creepy people in their life who
Exactly.
are actually nice?
I've been on Craigslist.
So you guys are running now, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nibbles just stood there and watched
No,
them
no.
all run away.
No, I'm investigating the guy.
Okay.
Do we know what to call him yet?
We haven't gotten a name yet.
Okay.
We've asked him, who are you, several times.
Yeah.
He was giving
What
us,
are
like-
you guys running away to do?
To go back to the train to get more firepower, to get out of distance of this guy's temporal controls.
Okay. Has it worked?
Well, so we'll come back to you.
Okay.
So you guys have run up the stairs and you're running up the road. Roll a perception check. Whoever's interested in knowing if Nibbles is there or not.
I would keep an eye out for him. Oh, I don't know. That was one. I closed my eyes.
Well, then none of you notice. Okay.
Shoot.
I'm sorry.
You
Plus
can stop
8. You should have just let me roll.
I forgot.
You guys are gonna discuss
Only
it
one of
first.
us can roll.
Yeah, I forgot. You said whoever, and I was like, that's multiple people.
I'll let you roll with advantage if you'd like to have someone help you.
Yeah,
but
I
it
will.
still has to be you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't do it next time.
Is that a 0?
No.
Oh,
Zero,
it's
yeah.
a 10.
It's a 0 somehow.
Well,
You
that's a
rolled
0. That's a 0. So it's a 10.
Oh.
It's a 10.
You're pretty distracted. You want to get out of here as fast
So
as
sorry,
possible.
guys.
So
No, don't use your eyes.
you guys reach the train station now, and everything looks exactly the way it did before. The sun is out now, so it looks like everything's together, and you see the gentleman behind the counter inside.
I'm gonna stop and ask him something.
You going inside?
Yeah, I'm going inside. I'm gonna go.
All right. What do you say?
I'll stand watch out front.
Oh, thank you.
So will I.
With my
I go in
gun.
there. We're panting from being stressed
Yeah.
out and
I'm
running.
in there too. I'll follow you.
Hello again. Did you get the crystals from my wife?
Well, we spoke to her, and then she went out back, and then some guy came up to us, all black, pale gentleman. Never seen him before.
Big
You?
wings. Dripping
Oh.
green.
Yeah, Mr. Sticks.
Mr. Sticks.
Oh, how could you tell us about him? He spooked us a little bit. We weren't expecting him.
Oh, there's no reason to be afraid of Mr. Sticks. He's the kindest gentleman I've ever met.
He's very
honestly.
polite. Yes.
Yes. He's just going through paperwork on his
Yeah.
counter. This is all very fine.
What's his occupation?
He's not quite the mayor of the town or anything. We don't really have one of those, but he's the leader of our little community.
Oh,
Sort of a magistrate.
huh. He keeps the peace.
Yes.
Yes.
I would say he's probably you could be considered a peacemaker like yourself, actually.
And
sir.
who's the other one?
Excuse me?
The other one? No?
I'm not sure who you mean. The other one. Was there another person with him?
Another. The guy
Well-
said the other one.
Mr. Sticks, you said?
Yes.
Had mentioned someone else that was like him.
I've never met anyone like Mr. Sticks. Sorry.
What is Mr. Sticks exactly?
What is he?
Yeah.
I just said he's sort of a peacemaker type of
Right,
person
but he's
for our
not a
town.
half orc or what are you? One of them.
elf.
Yeah, he's not one of them.
Very noble.
You mean what race is he?
Yeah.
You know, I never thought to ask the man. It always seems a bit awkward to ask people what they are.
Really? You've never...
Yeah, you're not. It isn't polite. I'm so.
But everybody
happy.
asks me what I am, and then they ask me what my mama and my daddy are, and then they ask me what my
They
grandparents
shouldn't.
are.
I love how curious you are. You should never be afraid to ask questions.
If I had to wager a guess, I would say he's some sort of elven gentleman like yourself, sir.
Well, he seems very nice. He does seem like he doesn't want anyone to leave.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, he's a little needy.
He doesn't want you to leave.
He doesn't want us to leave.
Oh, has he invited you to join our community?
Yes.
How wonderful! I'll start locating a place for you to reside. Post haste, please. Let
That is so thoughtful.
me get the proper paperwork.
do
He gets
have-
this big binder out from under the desk. He starts flipping it open.
Oh, your bookkeeping is impeccable. We do have some things we need to take care of before we take up permanent residence, though.
Oh yes, please. You must get your affairs in order.
Yes, we need to find this young man's mother.
Oh, is your mama lost?
Yeah, currently.
Oh, I'm so
not
sorry to hear.
super sure where she is, and that's weird. She's usually right there on the farm where all the animals need her.
Whereabouts is she?
I don't know.
Whereabouts should she be? Is what I mean.
The Marsh of Madness. So we gotta
Oh,
head.
that's quite a ways from here.
Yeah, we're gonna head that way. And
All right. Well, the train should be along any minute now.
Right. And then we can just hop on the train.
Of
that's
course.
Running.
Provided you purchase a ticket, of course.
Provided you purchase a ticket, of course. Okay, great.
Wait, do I still? I don't throw anything away. Can I just flash the tickets really fast? It works at Disney. Just for parking, though.
It works at Disney. Try that.
He holds his hand out
Life
for the
hack.
tickets.
All right.
He takes them. These are not for our station.
It's for our train.
Your train.
We were looking for remember we were representatives? We were looking for the crystals to repair our train.
This is the same one we spoke to, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Nuts.
When we spoke to your wife about the crystals. Spare crystals that just came in this morning.
You know, are you acquainted with my wife, sir?
God damn it. Yes.
The
We met
gaslighting
earlier,
is-
actually. Early this morning.
Did we?
Yes.
I apologize. You know, in my line of work, I see quite a few people.
Very busy.
What did we discuss?
We discussed.
You'll have to forgive my.
That's okay, I'm real forgetful too.
It happens to the best of us.
Our train had a bit of an accident. The crystals that power it broke. We needed to get some replacements if possible.
You'll have to forgive me, young man. I'm not recalling that conversation. That does sound like a pickle. You know, my wife does work in the acquisitions department for the Southbound Express, though. So, if you would go into town, you could speak to her, and she may be able to help you find some replacements. I don't know how many we have left in stock, but she might be able to aid you.
For your help. And I tip my hat and I exit and I go to my other companions and I go, we're not really getting anywhere with this.
What happened?
I just reiterate what happened.
Okay.
But we did learn the name of that gentleman.
Mr. Sticks.
Mr. Sticks.
Where's Nibbles?
Cut to.
Alvin's holding his hat on the floor.
So I'm gonna cast first level detect evil and good.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it around him and around the well. So I want to be 30 feet within the well and him when I do this.
Okay.
All it does is detect if there's an evil creature, be it undead, fey, aberration, whatever.
Mhm.
But the thing I really want to know is if there is an item that has been consecrated or desecrated within this 30 feet.
foot radius.
Mhm.
Within 30 feet.
Desecrated pocket watch.
No, there's nothing desecrated within 30
feet.
feet. What entities does it detect exactly?
Okay, so it detects aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay. You definitely are getting a ping off of him from that. In terms of detecting whether he's evil or good, roll me a... Let's see. Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Not religion?
No.
That would be a 16.
Okay. So as you cast the spell and you like kind of close your eyes, cast the spell and you open your eyes and it kind of like puts the world into like a black and white state for you. And anything that the spell would detect is sort of highlighted as you've done this spell before. You know what you know what you expect to see. Nothing has been consecrated or deconsecrated in this area, and you're definitely getting a ping off of him for what type of creature he is. And what'd you roll?
A 16.
Okay, so you're getting a ping off of him, but it's supposed to give specific colors for different types of creatures, and his color keeps fluctuating. It's like a strobe. And whether he's evil or good is also up for debate as well, because he keeps shifting and changing. And I can't remember who it was last time that tried to like look at him and like really see him, and that's when he turned into that figure in the robe with the scythe. Who did that? I don't
I
remember.
think you did that, Alvin.
It sounds like an Alvin thing to do.
Sure. He keeps
Confrontation.
transitioning between the figure in the hat and the suit with the wings and the figure in the hood, and yeah, he keeps in your vision keeps shifting, and it's starting to like hurt your eyes to look at, like it's making your eyes like cross as you're trying to focus on him with the spell.
Okay. Can I glean anything off of the imagery that I'm seeing where they're shifting back and forth? can I glean anything off of what I know of history and religion?
Yeah, I mean, based on your check that you did earlier, plus what you're seeing right now, I would say it's it's consistent with the fact that there's something to do with the specter of death. That's you're getting a lot of that kind of imagery here. It all is ringing very true and familiar to you.
Okay, so what do I know about death in this world? Like, do I know anything about like the gods that influence death or their servants or anything like that?
Roll me a religion check, please, with advantage.
16.
16?
Yeah.
That's with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. So, you... I'm trying to decide what you would or wouldn't know here. Okay, so you know of the goddess Thanatos, who is the keeper of the dead, basically.
Okay.
She's the overseer of that moment that transmits between that transference between life and death.
Okay. And that's not necessarily an evil god.
No. So it's a very neutral entity.
Okay. So I know...
Some might even say strictly benevolent, given the delicate nature of the job.
Okay. So he would be a servant of Thanatos, from what I know.
You're getting a lot of imagery that rings familiar to it, but the weird shifting and the weird vacillation between good and evil is perplexing to you for somebody who serves Thanatos.
Yeah, like something's interfering with him and this whole place, basically. It feels
Maybe it's
like
that other
Could be.
one. I'm not there, but... I said maybe it has to do with that other one, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
So I didn't say that.
That
was just me.
Do you want to circle back to them?
Sure. Okay. All right. What are you guys doing now?
Well, I'm gonna head back because we care about Nibbles. Can't leave without him.
Oh, I gotta get our dog.
Roll a perception check, please.
Me?
Whoever wants to in this group.
No, stop reaching for stuff.
Harlan, do it.
Yes.
I was like,
What's
what
the
do you do?
perception?
+8.
It's great. I should have never done it. I get excited.
You know what? That's very in character for Nicholas, though.
I'll do it.
Where you just like put a hand in Harlan's face, like, let me look.
Terrible eyes. You should be wearing.
Out of the way, little boy!
You're taller than me.
A foot taller.
Out of the way.
You can help me? Are you helping me?
Yeah, I'm helping you for
Great.
sure. With all my
He's
great
helping.
perception.
Shit!
I cursed you. I'm
After
sorry.
all that.
It's still a 16.
16, okay. So as you guys are going to step off the platform to head back towards town, Harlan, out of the corner of your eye, you notice something. Because you're very familiar with the wilderness and the shape of terrain and stuff, you tend to clock that stuff pretty easily. Out of the corner of your eye, you realize, where's the mountains? And then you look, and the mountains are there, but they are way further away than they were before.
Piss.
Not to mention,
So far.
there's no scenery between here and the mountains that is familiar to you. It's all just flat and barren and just stretched.
Shit. Ass. I tell everybody.
Okay.
Harlan goes, Dennis!
That's bad.
Okay, well, I'm not going to
we're
wander
gonna-
out into the wasteland,
I
but
can get this Mr. Branch guy.
Mr.
Immediately. Close enough.
maybe he can help us if we can have Nibbles get on his good side. He's got a good side. He's been nice. I am a bit fearful, though.
Oh, like the river Styx?
We don't know that, but that's a really good... You know what? That's really smart.
Is it 2 on the nose?
That's very clever.
No, it's not
Are you
true.
saying? Are you saying that as Marlene?
No, that's
You gotta
why
do this if you're
I-
not saying it.
I switch voices vocally.
Still.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm complimenting you as myself, Kara.
If you're not doing this, you're complimenting her as Nicholas.
I'll compliment you as Nicholas, too.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's freaky.
I don't like this.
We'll
I don't like
continue
it.
making. Well, I'm going to continue making my way back to where we last saw Nibbles.
Where's my freaking horse?
But does the river Styx exist in this mythology as well? Is that just a name?
No, it's a thing.
Okay.
There are a slew of different religions and iconography and things like that,
Then
but the
I-
river Styx is a pretty consistent one.
Then I will say it in character, like the river Styx.
Perhaps.
With a band.
Or the terrible band.
Whoa. Wow.
Come sail away? Are
We'll
you
circle
kidding?
back to that discussion another time.
Like throwing hands on air. Oh my god.
And we've lost all of our viewers because of that.
The 2 Styx fans in the chat.
Oh God, you guys.
100% accuracy. And
All right. We have to go get Nibbles.
Yes.
Have your guard up. Is my amulet going off at any point?
What does it detect again?
Aberrations,
I think it's the same thing as Detect Good and Evil.
monsters, fae, fiends, monstrosities, undead.
Nope.
Celestial.
wait, say that again?
Aberrations, fae, fiends, monstrosities, or undead.
Did you say aberrations?
Yes.
I think the only thing that's
You
Different.
said
in
celestials
yours.
too?
Celestials, no.
Okay.
He's just a regular elf.
All right.
Guys, he's just a regular elf.
So that's what pretty
right.
much what I thought. All right.
Can we find Nibbles back in town?
Are you going back to town?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Before they get there,
Yes.
I'll
I want to shake him,
Mm-hmm.
right, to see if I can get him to wake up the way they woke up.
Okay. Pardon me.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
kind of stroked out
I,
there for a minute.
A little bit, yes. Oh, where did your friends go?
Well, I suspect they tried to leave.
Oh,
Failed.
hard. That it won't work.
That's what I figured.
Yes. Well, you are a keen one, you.
Now look, I get this feeling
Mm-hmm.
that don't do it. That you're not really meaning any kind of ill to us, and that maybe you might be, well, if I'm gonna look at you, a victim. The green shit that's coming out of them, is that the same green shit that we saw in the what was it, the catacombs?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like green slime. If you want to look at it closer, you can try.
Hey, can I take a look at that stuff?
At what?
Just okay.
Just the
If I
lids.
tell you what it is, you're probably gonna stroke out again. There's stuff coming out of you, and I just want to look at it and see if I can identify what it is. I might be able to help you.
All right.
Awesome. So that's what I'm gonna do.
He folds his wing out again.
And I'm gonna take one of my vials, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna take my vial of ectoplasm, and I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna look at the two of them.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
All right.
And in the time you're taking to do
Bring that
this,
chemist back.
they would be on their way back at this point. So
Do we see him?
Hey,
you're coming down the stairs at this point. So you see him standing next to the well, just chatting it up with Mr. Styx. What'd you get?
I got an 8.
It certainly does look like slime.
Sweet.
They both look like slime.
Good shit.
They're a slightly different color.
You could have
Okay.
this
All
one
right.
take a look at it.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna do when you get there.
Oh yeah. We keep heading down towards
So you guys come trudging back. You were gone like maybe 10 minutes.
You come back like Charlie Brown style, like da na na.
Oh, let's share that information with each other. That
Yes.
you
Not great.
check to see.
Yes.
Okay.
Marlene, as you start to approach the well, your amulet does start to tremble.
nuts.
It's coming from in the well.
Well, this is where you guys are standing.
Is there shit like line of sight, or is it like?
It's a
radius?
field of...
Oh, okay.
Proximity.
So he's not in proximity yet.
No, he is. I'm saying he's standing
Oh.
next to the well. I was just saying the area you guys are standing in.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right.
By the way, is this on?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. It's not doing anything.
I know.
Okay.
It's
Anyway.
I'm gonna look in the well.
Okay.
I'm going to use my. Okay. Me and Nibbles are gonna look at some vials and also exchange information. And also, I'm going to touch the amulet to sort of hone in on the signal.
Okay. So yeah, you touch it, and it's doing that thing where it was going like, and then stopping.
When was the last time we had that happen?
Canyon Glochies.
Right.
When you touch it, it takes a second. You have to like try a couple times because you keep like missing it, and then you finally get it, and then it's aberration.
All right.
And then as you're doing that, because it's like I said, it locks in on it. The source keeps, and then being there and then vanishing, being there and then vanishing.
All right.
How long does your detect evil and good last?
10 minutes.
I would say would just be starting to wear off now. As she's doing this, you're getting those pings at opposite intervals that she's getting the ping.
So I'm picking up Celestial, you're picking up Aberration. So his first form is Celestial, or the one with the wings is probably Celestial, whatever the other one is Aberration.
The Reaper.
Yeah, I guess.
Sickle?
Right, those are the two different images, right?
Yeah.
One with the wings, one with the sickle.
Well, they both have wings.
The one we're seeing like right now.
The one that you're seeing right now looks like the man in the suit and the hat with wings.
The other one's the robe with the scythe.
Yeah.
Got it, okay.
But they both have wings.
Alright, I didn't spell scythe correctly in my notes. Okay. Can I check out these vials?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check with advantage.
Oh, thank goodness for that advantage.
16?
16. Okay, so he hands you this vial. Did you tell her where you got it? Or?
Give yourself guidance. Sorry. I didn't think of it.
17.
Okay. Did you tell her where you got this from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he hands you the vial and tells you he got it from that's the stuff that's dripping from his wings. And you look at. Did you hand her both vials?
No, I just handed her the one I got from her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the other one was ectoplasm that
Yeah.
we got in the catacomb.
As you put your hand on it, the thing it starts to get a consistent. It's reacting to this. This is aberrative residue. You've seen it before. This is the kind of it's like ectoplasm, but instead of ghosts and the undead giving it, whenever any creature of an aberrant realm from our own comes into contact, like when a portal opens or something, this is the discharge that's left behind.
Aberrant slime.
Can I ask him about the book? Is he in the middle of a conversation with Nibbles right now?
No, Nibbles and her are
okay.
talking.
I didn't know if he
Sorry.
like stepped away. Oh, sorry. Yeah. About that book
Yes.
you were talking about.
Yes.
I genuinely don't know where it is. How do you know where it is? Or what it is?
Oh, I was told to expect it.
Ah. By who?
The one who told me you were coming.
Who is that?
I don't know. I thought you would know.
So we have a mystery to solve together.
Am I within hearing range?
Yeah, you guys are all
Yeah.
grouped together.
What did he look like? Because I was there in that vision, right?
I'm not aware that you are seeing me in a vision.
True. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna play it.
What?
What did he look like?
Well, he...
Oh, give him a little shoulder tap.
And then it's not the same as
Oh, okay.
before.
Then I won't do that.
He starts to breathe faster, and you see this like look of like horror dawn over his face, and then the sockets of his eyes start to sink into his skull, and it's just those glowing lights left of his eyes. And then his hands start to shake, and he like looks down at his hands, and his flesh starts to turn gray and then black. And then his nails start to grow and get longer, and his wings start to spread out, and feathers start to drop off of them in like slimy clumps, and his wings turn like almost skeletal. And then he kind of like clutches his face, and then he looks up at you guys, and his face is like the skin was like sucked into the concaves of his skull. And then he opens his mouth, and this green glowing flame bursts out as he screams in pain, and then he looks like he's about to lose his shit. So you have about 2 seconds to do something before something happens.
100 cents.
You what?
Hunter's sense.
Okay.
Please?
Hunter's sense from you. Nicholas, are you doing anything?
Yes.
5,
Pass.
4,
I
No,
get
someone else
both.
has
I get
to
both.
do stuff.
2. What? What are you doing?
I get both guns ready.
Okay, so you got your guns out. Nibbles,
He's not.
you don't have time for that.
Okay, I'm also gonna have a gun out.
Okay,
Amulet and gun.
you already did the amulet, so it's locked in. It's going steadily now.
This is the source.
Yep, it is now fully pinging aberrant to you.
Alright.
All right. Anything else? Nothing? Cool. Roll initiative.
I wish we had an old family photo from his childhood to reach him and calm him down. Rats. What'd you get?
So what do I get for Hunter's sense?
What'd you get?
What?
What do I get for Hunter's
Oh, I'm so
sense?
sorry.
It was a 13.
What are his immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities?
All right. Well, here, let me get the initiative first, and then I'll tell you before we start.
Okay.
Okay. 25 to 20.
You overestimate us.
Well, you know, just in case. 20 to 15.
19.
19.
What was the range again?
The range.
That you just said?
19 and up.
No.
20 to 15.
Sorry. Continue on.
Nobody?
The next group.
15 to 10.
17.
Okay.
12.
Well, 17 would be 20 to 15.
I thought you were 14.
Anyway,
12.
15, 10. You have 12?
Yes.
Okay. 10 to 5.
10.
Wait, don't you get to add that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see it.
It's
5 to 0.
a 4.
I'm sorry. It's okay. You're gonna be our ace in the hole. Not
I'm
ace.
gonna be in the Harlan in the well.
Okay.
Who got higher than a 15? Raise your hand. Okay.
Just Alvin.
Got it. Okay.
And Nicholas.
I don't want to fight this guy.
Okay.
We
Yeah, I
could have
do.
gone home.
Harlan,
No, I don't think we could.
you immediately did Hunter's Sense on him, correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so you see him starting to freak out, and you're like, I don't like this. And then you quickly do the hand gestures as you remember your mom taught you how to do. Mm-hmm. And then your sight kind of switches hue a little bit on him. And then you suddenly get this inherent knowledge. You start to pinpoint things about this creature. Mm-hmm. And you get the idea that he is, or what do you get exactly? Resistances and immunities?
Immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities.
Okay. He has no vulnerabilities.
Next.
Sweet.
He's resistant to necrotic, poison, radiant, bludgeoning, piercing,
That's
and
so
slashing
fast.
from non-magical attacks.
So everything?
Basically.
Necrotic.
Necrotic, poison, radiant, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
But not cold damage.
You're so good at cold damage.
That's not one of the only things I got. Everything else is he's resistant
I'm
to it.
assuming
You
that the
rarely
last
see
3 are
cold
the
damage on a
non-magical
resistance.
types.
Yes.
Because people underestimate
And
it.
then
Or
he
they
is
should-
immune to being charmed, exhausted,
Just
I'm gonna
frightened,
send you a set
or
I
unconscious.
found earlier today.
That's
For
very
sorcerer.
impressive.
thank you.
Does if I do my what's it called hemocraft, my blood rate on my weapon, is that
Your
a
Crimson Rite?
Yes, crimson rate. Is that a magical attack?
Correct.
Okay.
So the magical, the fire damage will have an effect. But
Okay.
the slashing damage is only going to do half.
I see. Well, I have a plan.
Cool. All right, Alvin, you're up first.
Son of a bitch. He didn't say he was resistant. to this.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw before you do anything, please.
Oh boy.
We're gonna try some stuff. We're gonna throw some
He's a
stuff and see what
6.
works.
6. Okay. So, as this is all happening, you've got your guns out, and then you're like, ah, shit. As you're getting ready to do something, you instinctively go to cast a spell, and you're like, oh, fuck, I can't do that.
Shit.
So you miss your turn.
Oh, Alvin! We have to give you a magical weapon.
Nicholas, you're up.
I believe in you.
You can move if you want to. You just can't do an attack. That was your action.
What's my
You tried to do a spell and it just didn't go off.
where am I?
So you can do movement or bonus action or whatever.
I have 2-weapon fighting,
Okay.
and I took the fighting subclass. I mean the fighting of 2-weapon fighting, so I can add my proficiency and the modifier to that, right?
Correct.
Are you
So yeah,
new?
you're like, oh shit, and then you go with your other hand.
Add a grit point to that, and worse.
Oh, did you go gunslinger?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
14.
14.
Wild West.
That does not hit.
That's fine.
So let me explain what actually does happen here. So you go, oh shit, and you go, fire off a shot, and the shot just goes and just passes right through him.
I don't like that.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. You're gonna stay where you are?
I am.
All right, cool. Nicholas, you're up now.
How close am I to Alvin?
He's standing right next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use protection from evil and good on him.
Okay.
So you will be protected from aberrations and other stuff. Really, right now, you only have to worry about an aberration, I think. If other things come up, just ask, and I'll read you the list.
What does that do?
It protect you. It protect you. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. And if the target... If you are charmed or frightened or possessed by one of those things, the aberration, I'm assuming, you have advantage on any save to end that condition.
Yeah, like
Thank
if you
you.
did do another
Thank
wisdom
you.
save, you would get an advantage on it.
Yes. I'm gonna keep that one out right here
That's
because
good.
I have not used that at all this campaign. I keep forgetting to have it.
That was the perfect time.
Yeah, so I'll use that as my action.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'll get...
Tendril.
Like get the guys out?
Tendril.
It's not the guys, they're different.
No, not the boys.
Not the boys, these are the tendrils.
Tendy.
Tendy is gonna go between us and him.
Okay.
Are all three of them named, or is there just one name? All of them.
Right now it's Tendy, I'll work on the other names.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you you have your gun in your left hand. Well, whatever. You just reach over and you touch
Yeah.
your friend here, and you do that, and you feel that surge of protective energy through you. It's the first time you felt magic in like 12 hours, and it's weird now. Then you're like, "Are you good? Okay, cool." And then the ground starts to spurt water from the ground, and then the ground cracks, and the sand collapses inward, and the tendrils come slurping up from underground into view, and they're just whipping ectoplasm and water everywhere.
Cool, love them.
Holy tendrils.
They're
Yes, your holy tendrils.
my good friend companions. Very helpful every battle. And yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground.
And don't forget, they have a new ability. Remember, they can protect.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Shield.
They can shield.
Yes.
So they're on guard right now.
All right, so that's your action, your bonus action. Are you gonna move or you stay put?
I'm staying put. I'm not attacking with them yet.
Okay. Ace's turn. Ace is like, are we fighting or running? Are we fighting or running?
That's a good question.
Fighting.
Harlan said fighting, so he's gonna attack
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
He's gonna cast Magic Missile. And that's gonna be...
Can I see your
Three.
control card? I have a
I don't
question.
have one. I have this.
Is the protection a reaction?
I don't think either. Is the protection a reaction?
Yeah,
Okay. So reactive. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's great.
it doesn't cost your reactions.
Yeah.
It costs the tendrils reaction.
What is
Okay.
it, like shield or something? Or
It basically, yeah, it's like, you know how the fighters can do that protection thing where they block attacks with a shield?
oh no, but okay.
Yeah, if certain fighters can do that, yeah. Basically, it can if it's within range, if it's between you and the attacker, it can interpose itself between the attacker and you and possibly stop the attack.
Sweet.
All right, so yeah, he fires off a magic missile, and it collides with him, and he actually like jolts from the hit, and it seems like it did something.
Okay.
So that's Ace's turn. He is going to use Nimble Escaper, and he's going to vanish from sight behind you guys.
What else is new?
It's part of his skill set.
All right,
I'm not suspicious at all.
Marlene, you're up.
All right. I have.
Oh yeah, you're behind him at the well.
Okay. I've got my gun and my sword, and I will activate. How close am I?
You are
I'm on the other side
5,
of the
10,
tendrils.
15 feet away.
I'll activate the Crimson Ray on my pistol and fire.
How do you activate it?
Bite your cheek and spit into it.
Excellent. I bite my cheek. Spit the blood.
So you flip the
It looks
you
badass
flip
to
out
me.
the cylinder on your gun, you bite your cheek, and then the cylinder starts to glow, and you spin it, and now the barrel is glowing with that crimson like red.
All right. This better work. Okay. So I'm going to shoot my gun at the creature, the eternal one.
Mr. Sticks.
Mr. Sticks, as we know him.
And branches.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. So you oh, how much did you take your damage and everything?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you fire off your shot and it just passes through him again.
I have another shot.
Yes, you do.
Do I have to do another Crimson Ray?
No, once you activate it. Oh no, wait, because we decided that every piece of ammunition you fire,
Because
yes,
they're
you still have
bullets.
to do it again.
I will do it again.
All right.
Okay, it's better.
So you do the same thing again?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you.
Hurry this thing along. Oh, that's even worse.
No.
This is terrible. All right. I am going to...
So you fire the shot and it also passes right through him again. Roll me unless you have another check you'd like to do, roll me an investigation check with advantage.
22.
All right, so you're getting the idea that even if you were getting better shots off on this guy, like these shots maybe should be hitting, but like something's not quite there with him. You know what I mean? It's like something's interfering. This is a ability that's happening right now.
All right. I'm going to approach him.
How close you want to get?
Right there.
Okay. Now what?
That's all I can do. That's...
Oh, also just for future reference, you wouldn't have been able to do the Crimson Red again anyways, because you can only do that as a bonus action.
Oh. So I wouldn't have had it on the second one?
No, not on the second one. So give
Your
yourself that
damage.
health
Right.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The end.
All right. Nibbles, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna approach from this side.
He's kind of like, as the shots are going through him, by the way, he's like kind of like looking down at them and like kind of like looking up at you, and then that green flame is like spurting from the corners of his mouth now as he's doing this.
I'm going to grab him and go, "Hey, Mr. Sticks, you in there, buddy? You in there? Come on, buddy."
All right, roll me a melee attack attempt to try to grab him.
Oh, really?
It's a grapple.
I don't want to do that. That's an action.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You just want to like kind of talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I said.
Well, you're not trying to attack him, right? You're just trying to like shake him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say,
Just trying to get
I'll
through
make
him.
this a free.
Strength check then?
No, because that would also be an action. Well, no, yeah, I'll make it a check if you want to try to wake him or something. Just roll me a check for roll me a dexterity check.
Okay. Do I get guidance on dexterity checks?
Yeah, I think so. Any, it's on any checks, isn't it?
I don't know. You want me to look it up?
Nah, it's fine. I'll let it. I'll let it be that. It makes sense to me.
What did you say it was? Dexterity?
Dexterity, yeah.
So that is 20.
All right, so you grab hold of him and you're like kind of trying to shake him just like you did before, and he like turns to look at you, and his eyes have now gone from that white piercing dots, and they're now that green, and then the flame starts to come out of his eye sockets as well. He is not there.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to do this, pal. So while I got him held,
He's not restrained because we said this is just a check. So
yeah, I know. So while I still got him in my hands,
Yeah.
right, I start speaking cursed words, and they start like echoing out of my
F-word.
mouth, and there's black fog that comes out and surrounds him, and he has to do a wisdom save for curse.
What's the DC?
Oh, hold on, let me make sure that he actually has to do that. Yes, okay, so it's 17.
17. He fails.
Awesome.
So what happens?
Alright, so what's going to happen is every time it comes to his turn, he needs to make a wisdom save or he is stunned and loses his turn.
Okay.
And that lasts for 10 rounds.
Okay, cool.
Here's the hoping he actually fails.
So that was your action and your check. Do you want to do any movement or bonus action?
No. I don't think so.
Okay. Harlan, you're up.
Okay. I
Great
want...
use of hunters.
Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Good thing. Ooh, I don't know. Wait. I thought I knew, and then I didn't. Okay, no, I got this. I'm going to use my tomahawk to hit him from behind on one of them stupid wings, while using Searing Smite as my bonus.
Good.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So you're like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Whatever, we're fighting this guy. You activate your tomahawk. Do you throw it or you attack him manually?
Manually.
Okay, so you actually feel it connect with the bone of the wing there, and it hacks into it, and it sprays that green.
Ew, sorry.
Green plasma all over it. Roll your damage.
I forgot. The Searing Smite does a d6 of fire damage.
All right, so he's gonna take all of that damage, and any of the slashing damage from the tomahawk is halved. So
But it's a magical tomahawk.
you know what? That is true, actually. That's true. So yeah, he'll take full damage on the tomahawk and the fire damage.
Sweet. It's 7 for the tomahawk and 6 for the fire.
Ooh.
All right.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so very much.
Okay, so yeah, you smash into that, and he like whips around and like looks at you, and he goes, "Ah!" And his jaw like unhinges, and the flesh in his cheeks like tears as his skull opens its mouth, and then more of that green fire starts to come out, and his body is twisting and crunching as his bones are shifting, and he's growing taller and thinner.
Oh, don't do that. No. Nope.
Your friend.
All right.
He was a cool guy until I asked him what that guy looked like. I don't know.
All right,
Maybe
so
he's showing us.
Molly is
maybe.
going to. You got the camera up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it was up. All right, so Molly is going to move around here. She's going to run right up on this guy, and she's going to and unload with the shotgun.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, I had her card buried in here. There we go. All right.
Is she getting closer?
Yeah, she got closer.
Okay. Oh, she's the white one.
Yeah. All right, so she unloads with the shotgun, and it just goes right through him again. She's like, "Damn it!" and she's gonna fire again.
Fire again.
Free action talking. I will communicate that only magic is going to work on this guy.
Okay. So the
When she's
second
done
shot
shooting.
goes off, but something goes wrong with the shell. Maybe it's wet or something, and black powder blows out the back and gets in her eyes, and she's like, "Oh, damn it!"
Nuts.
She rolled a 1.
Yucks.
Damn.
I don't like it.
All right, so she's going to back up again because that fucking sucked. All right, so now it is his turn. Wisdom save. He saves.
Fuck.
So he's like kind of he feels restrained for a second
Take the damage or no?
and nibbles for.
Still take what damage?
The 1d8 damage from the spell.
No, you have to pick one of those
Oh,
conditions.
never mind.
Now, is that the end of his turn when he saves, or does he save and then get to do his turn?
He saves and then gets to do his turn.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah. So you're watching him to see, because you can see he's about to try to do something, and he starts like and strain like he can't move, and you're like, haha, I got him, and then all of a sudden it's like something cracks and he breaks free, and then he moves his hands and he kind of flexes his fingers, and as he does, they rip through his skin, and now it's just bone coming through his flesh. And then he goes and he's looking around, and he looks, and let me see who he's gonna go for. Who rolled the lowest on the dice of doom?
I did.
Well,
Did
he
you?
zeroes
What did you
in.
get?
A 1.
No.
He zeroes in on Marlene.
Sure.
Marlene, no.
He is going to do.
I didn't mean to point it. I was about to like go around the table. I didn't know you rolled
I thought
low.
you
Wow, you just
one.
I was like, what did you get? What did you? I was
Threw
gonna
her
do
under
like
the
this,
bus.
this,
Me
this.
out.
Balls. So he is going to.
Wait a minute. What happened if two people rolled ones?
What?
What would happen if
I'll
two
have you
people-
roll again.
Okay.
So he's going to reach into his holsters and draw out both of his guns, and he's going to point right at them, and he's just going to go, "Ah!" And his skull's going to stretch back again, and the fire from his mouth is going to blast forward, engulf the guns, and then they're going to fire at the same time and shoot at you.
Are the guns really cool?
Oh man, I think I got him real angry, guys. My bad.
Alright, let's see here. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Alright, so you see this coming and you go, you just managed to get out of the way before he fires. On the second one, does a 21 hit?
All attacks on me have disadvantage because of my duster of displacement.
That's true. Alright, so that one's gonna be that'll be the smaller of the two rolls. The second one, 15 again, so no. So he fires at you, but he's looking at where the shadow. You see the attack coming, and you will the duster to activate, and it makes you go like. And he picks the wrong one, and he shoots at that, and he completely misses the attack. So
I shot him twice and missed. He shot me twice and missed.
fair game. Turnabout fair.
Cheating death.
It's okay,
High
bullets are
five.
free.
All right, that.
Guns are cool.
Oh, he didn't say, but I'm assuming they are.
Another one. I can only use one at a time.
You can always have a backup gun.
Okay, so that's his turn.
It's very cool.
Alvin, you're up again.
Ready. Okay, here we go. My goodness. 11.
Nope.
Okay.
You're shooting at him.
Yes.
All right.
And then extra attack is 17.
No, it does not hit.
Oh my god, this guy.
We're learning so much.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Worse.
That's my turn.
I've got a plan.
I trust in you. I really don't think we can
I'm gonna move
bludgeon
so I
this
don't,
guy
so I
down.
don't get the. I'll move this way so I don't get miss line of sight.
Which way?
Left.
My left or your left?
Your left.
My left. Okay, so how far?
I'm sorry, my left. My left.
Okay, how far? Diagonal or sideways?
Diagonal.
Diagonal. How many? 5, 10, 15.
10.
10, right here?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Okay. Is that your turn?
Apparently so.
Alright. Nicholas, you're up now.
What the heck do I do with this guy?
Cold damage.
I will try that. What are you rolling?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
I am worried.
I am worried, and you can't stop me.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to shoot at this man.
Okay.
My stats. Too many pieces of
So
paper.
he's pissed because he missed that shot on Marlene. That effect with the displacer duster did not made him very unhappy, and he's like roaring in fury, and it looks like he's charging his guns up again for something else. So what are you doing?
I chuckle a little.
You laughing at him? A little. Would I be able to disrupt him from doing an attack?
In what way?
Yeah, I didn't.
Start using Mage Hand as a reaction.
Mage Hand is guns out of his hands. No, I don't have Mage Hand.
Mage Hand can't do that anyway.
Mage Hand as a reaction, and then you just, like if there's a somatic component to a spell, you could just like put the fingers in their mouth and disrupt their spell.
I'm gonna try to use Righteous
If it's
Thoughts.
verbal, yes.
Okay.
I roll for that.
Do you?
I don't know. Just
Is there a save or is there a roll?
deals damage on a failed save.
Okay, so what's the save? What's your DC?
15.
What is it though? Like
Intelligence.
What? Intelligence.
Somehow. Ooh. I'm
Fails.
educated. Okay,
Freaking
so that's
face.
1d6 of psychic damage.
Okay. How much?
1d6 of psychic damage.
All right, roll it up.
4. Yay! And it subtracts 1d4 from target's next saving throw.
All right, sounds good.
Do I roll that? Or do we
No,
just wait till
No.
next time?
You can do
His
it.
next saving throw.
Next time I do a saving throw, you roll it and tell me no. Subtract that number from this. So yeah, you do. You're like thinking about what you're gonna do, and you're like, and you like kind of flip your guns backwards, and you press the emblazoned grips to the sides of your head, and you kind of like focus, and then you focus, and you kind of like zero in on his mind, and you send like a psychic sliver straight into the center of his head, and he goes, and his hat goes flying off of his head, and fire bursts from the sides of his head, out the seams in his skull, and you can tell that hurt him.
He's lost his hat.
Now he's going to be more aggressive.
Just like Mr. X.
Put it back on! Put it back on!
All right.
Can you do that?
Let me see.
Put the hat back on? No. Okay. It would be so cool if you could. We should have tried in our campaign.
Wait, is he flanked?
Yes.
Back on.
Never mind.
Oh, wait.
What?
No.
My tendrils.
Oh,
Yeah, you can do that. Haven't gotten it.
I'm gonna swat them.
Swat him. All right, go. Roll melee plus spell attack bonus.
What's my spell attack bonus?
5.
5. So 10.
Would you have advantage because
Yes, advantage because it's flanked.
he's flanked?
So I roll this again?
Yep.
Like I just realized.
Nat
he's-
20.
Nat 20?
Way better.
All right, that is going to be a hit, and roll the damage, and then either double the dice or double the damage. Your choice.
1d8.
Like I just realized that he was flanked.
Good with the damage? 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 cold damage.
Nice. Yay.
All right, so yeah,
And his speed is reduced if he cares to move.
okay.
So gifted.
Oh, thank you.
How much is it reduced by?
10 feet.
Okay.
Until my next turn.
Right.
Alright, is Ace's turn?
Here, this is from before, by the way. I forgot to give it to you.
Oh, okay.
So as he's distracted by that pain from the mind, the righteous thoughts that you shoved into his brain, the tendril comes and like just nails him right across the back, and basically like a splash of watery ectoplasm shoots out and soaks him in it as it hits him, and you can see that like turn to frost on his body, and he does not care for that.
Yeah. Okay, not a fan of cold damage.
All right, is that your turn? Are you gonna move? Stay put? What?
I think I am a good distance. I've got tendrils between me. I will stay right here.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. Let's see here.
I don't know what his move speed is anyway, but it is now 10 less.
So Nibbles pops out from behind the well over here.
Ace.
What did I say?
Nibbles.
Nibbles. Sorry, you're Nibbles.
That's
I
Ace.
know who characterize.
It's okay.
Ace
to me all the
Pops
time.
up from behind the well, and he's gonna unleash another magic missile because
Nice.
he knows that's gonna hit.
And it did.
He does
do
not
something.
want to risk missing. So 2, 4, 6, 7.
Like a magic missile. This is cute.
You're adding the ones to it, right?
What?
It's plus
Yeah.
1 to each die. Okay, pretty sure.
Okay, so yeah, he and he like kind of starts ripping the rest of his flesh off of his face now.
Oh, baby, you're making it
He's
worse.
just skeleton mostly at this
Stop
point.
touching it.
And yeah, he did not like that. And Nibble, again, I almost did it again. And Ace, he's like, oh, screw that, and he ducks back here, and he's gonna stealth again. Yep.
Alright.
And that's his turn.
I guess he didn't go too far.
Marlene, you're up again.
I have holstered my firearm. I've got my sword in both hands. I will grab the blade. I can do it. Grab the blade to ignite my crimson right on the sword. So,
Yeah, you holster your gun, toss it into your right hand, you go, and then the blood smears across the blade as you yank your hand across it, and then the blood
turns into
ignites.
fire.
Yeah.
all right.
And your fingers fall to the floor.
Right?
That's what I'm talking.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Okay, I've got
Very gentle.
An
It's like a
attack.
paper cut, I guess. Yeah.
24 to hit with
That
both
hits.
hands.
Nice.
That's gonna hit. So yeah, you come running up on him, and you slash with your sword, and you make contact. How much damage do you do?
I do 9 slashing damage, and 2 fire damage,
The map disappeared.
And you get that health back from that attack.
and I use my brand of castigation on him.
Excuse you. What are you looking back here for? Mind
Sorry.
your business.
No, I was looking at the phone because the map popped off the screen.
Did it? Is it
Yeah,
back?
because it's shaking too much. No, I did it.
Oh, well, it's fixed now. Put it back up. Okay. All right, sorry.
Go
Brand
yell.
of
Counting
castigation.
bullets. Sorry.
Brand of castigation, I have marked the creature so I always know the direction of him as long as it's on the same plane as me. And now the branded creature takes psychic damage equal to my Hemocraft modifier each time it damages me or a creature I can see within 5 feet.
All right, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, you slice him diagonally right across the chest, and the slice burns into him, and then it starts to close up like he's trying to heal, and then it just rips back open again, and there's a smaller burst, and it's now like permanently glowing across his chest diagonally.
Ew.
Do I get back the
You get back the damage you took from the Crimson Right, yes.
damage I did on him with the
Yes,
crimson right?
you get any damage you did to him on that attack, in general, you get back.
Okay, not just the fire damage.
Correct. Because you're basically taking blood for blood.
Alright, thank you.
Alright?
End of turn.
Did
Thank
you use both attacks?
Oh, I have another attack. Pardon me.
I'll not remind you again.
I will swipe at him again. I was so excited about the brand of castigation. Nat 20.
Yes.
Alright. Double the dice or double the damage?
Double the dice. Was only 1d6
For what?
for the Hemocraft. I rolled a 1 and a 20. Just.
Nice.
Life, death, life, death. Alright, 10, 11, 12, 13 slashing damage, and 4 fire damage.
Oh, you double the fire damage, don't you?
Do I get double the fire damage too?
The total damage.
The whole roll.
Yeah.
13,
Yeah, you should.
10, 14, 15, 16,
Every
17.
time.
17 total.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, you basically slash him diagonally across the chest that first time, and then you brand him, and then you just follow through and you do another one, and you basically make an X across his chest. So it's this burning X that's right in the middle of his chest, and he looks down and kind of staggers back a little bit from you.
That's the brand.
There you go. Alright, you have marked him. Nibbles, you're up.
Okay.
Or Ace, you're up.
Am I small?
Whoever you are.
Yes, you are small.
Okay, so I can share a space with Marlene.
Correct.
Aw.
Sweet. So I'm going between your legs.
Sure.
Ooh.
Don't mind me.
Didn't know it was that kind of show.
And
Really, after the mayor?
Fair enough.
Stop being a man.
okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
No, this is a 15-foot cube. Everybody's too close.
I'll save. I'm fine.
It's not you that I'm worried about.
I'm right there.
So,
Is it?
It's okay, I can take it. Do it.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
okay, if I was to use Thunderwave from this direction,
Yeah.
trying to knock him back into the well,
Mm-hmm.
what direction would Harlan go?
Same direction, because it's coming from the same place.
Would she go into the well? Sorry.
Maybe.
Deck save.
He
Wanted to go down there anyway.
It's so true.
No.
I'm actually not gonna be mad.
I'm not trying to
Harlan, are you
sacrifice you.
standing on the well, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was looking in it.
Yeah.
See what's down there, and he never told me what's down there.
Yeah, no, normal people would just look over the edge, but
No.
Harlan jumped up there, I
I
guess.
wanted to
Get a real
get a
theater.
real good look.
You just saw pitch
Disruptive.
blackness. It seems like it's endless.
That seems fishy.
I would avoid going in there for now. For now, maybe later when the sun's out.
Alright.
And we're not
So,
in a
you gonna go for it or not?
temporal
Does this thing have hit points?
That, no, it just lasts a certain period of time.
Okay. Also, is he considered inorganic now?
Who? No.
Aw.
I said he's mostly bone, but he has flesh. He's a living creature.
Bones are organic.
I mean, technically.
We're all
yeah,
born
but
with them.
I'm trying to get extra damage here. Are you on my side?
Yeah. He's
Wait.
basically a toaster.
Yeah, he's plastic.
Plastic.
He's organic.
It's calcium, man.
He's alive.
He's just a pile of.
We're not gonna wax philosophical about whether or not the Grim Reaper is alive or not.
All right.
He's alive.
Okay.
He's not a construct.
But he doesn't have. He's got disadvantage on saving throw thing kind of going right
So
now.
if we turn him into a statue.
If
I
a
don't have
construct is
anything
made of
wisdom
bugs, is it
based.
alive?
Yes.
No, he doesn't
Construct
have.
is made
Wait,
of
what does he
bugs.
have disadvantage on?
It's not
Saving throw.
disadvantage. It just subtracts
Minus.
1d4 from whatever his next saving throw is.
Really? Okay. So I'm going to use a 3rd level shatter. It's a 10-foot circle right here.
It's
Okay.
okay. The tendrils will be fine.
That's why I was checking to make sure.
They don't
can't
even
get
know. They don't even know what's happening.
Alright, so that's going to be thunder damage, and divinity charge, it's going to be
It's target
32 plus 4 is 36.
Damage?
Yep.
Okay, so what's the save on that?
It would be Constitution.
Probably your tentacles constitution.
Okay.
They're fine.
So how much do you?
Oh,
how
so
much does he?
target
This
Roll your d4 to subtract from his save. You took it out.
Oh yeah. Thanks. 4.
yeah. Bro.
Okay.
You took it out. I did. It's because of this. I'm like, there's a 4.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
What's the save?
17.
Saves.
I'm like,
He failed the first time. So here's what happens. You set off the shatter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you set off the shatter and it and he goes and staggers back and actually goes over the edge and falls down the well just like you want. And then you're like, yeah!
Shatter doesn't do that.
What did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you wanted to do. Anyway, so yeah, you shatter over his head, and he like, and it like cracks his skull open, and then he goes, and his skull goes back together, and he somehow saves from it instead.
He still takes half damage.
How much half damage is it?
You can
Half of
choose.
36 is...
18.
Okay. So he does take damage, but it doesn't crack his skull open like that. It does just some damage. I'm sorry. How much total?
18.
18.
Okay.
just
Is
the
he
next
resistant
saving
to thunder damage?
Listen to
Harlan.
throw. I don't think he was.
That's reassuring.
I think elemental stuff he was not resistant
Fire.
against. He's resistant against fire. I missed that.
He's not resistant to fire, no.
No.
He's not resistant to cold.
Necromancy, poison, radiant, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
All right.
Immune to charmed, exhausted, frightened, and unconscious. I think what he did was he chose to save. I think he has maybe 3 of those, perhaps.
Maybe more. Maybe more.
Maybe more. So I think occasionally if he doesn't save and then does save randomly, it's because he can just do that.
Is Harlan yelling this to the group?
Yeah. That was just like that.
Shockingly
Indeed.
eloquent.
It's very casual.
Thank you, Harlan.
It's just like when Saboba looked right at the camera and said Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
That's my favorite part.
Harlan's the casualty.
Harlan, so we're saying for flavor's sake, you
My
shout to
mom and
everybody
I
like,
played this weird game called Dungeons and
you're like, I think he can just resist those effects.
Yeah.
Or however he says it.
Like,
I think that he can resist those effects.
It's adorable.
So hey,
No.
did he have to roll to resist those effects?
I'm not going to tell you what the ability is.
Well, I'm asking because can I cash these in to take away?
No, it can only add to yours.
Well, penis.
All right.
But you know, you have 2 of those, and he maybe only has 2 more left. I don't know. We don't know what the ability is, but I'm just guessing. Like people like 3s.
I will say you can use those to up DC on stuff.
Oh,
Because I said you can add it to whatever thing you want. In that turn, not permanently. Anyways,
Forever.
So Harlan, you're up.
I am. And I get advantage.
Yep, because he's
And I want to add my favored foe
okay.
to this, and also Searing Smite.
Excellent.
Ciao. What? Ass.
Not your
Okay,
best.
14.
What are you doing?
Tomahawking him again in the back.
Melee.
Yeah.
All right, so you go. You're like ducking and weaving away from all the effects, the magical effects that are flying around, and you finally like try to go for it, and he's like shifting away. He's not even trying to dodge you; he's just moving, and you can't quite get enough force behind the hit. It just kind of like bounces off one of his wings as he's flapping.
Oh, nuts.
Scary.
Alright, that's all I had, because... yeah, stuff and things. Okay. And
Alright.
scene.
Where are you, Harlan? Roll me a perception check, real quick.
With advantage?
No.
Okay, fine.
Is it for the well?
16.
Okay, so you, as you're standing on top of the well, seeing over everybody's head, you see a figure appear next to the house that you guys followed Mrs. Billingsley behind, and the figure is wearing one of those leather caps with the ear flaps that hang down. He's got a long brown coat on. He's clutching a shovel in his hand. He kind of pokes his head around the corner, and he's got like scar lines all over his face. One eye is a different color than the other one, and he looks at you guys and he goes, and he waves this, like, come this way, like he's gesturing that to you. And then he ducks back around the house. What?
I'd run over there.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet.
We're all just like,
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he has gone back behind the house, so.
I imagine Harlan doesn't even run. He just
So he's going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
but Harlan was behind him.
What?
he walked out of his movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't have my Zephyr Strike.
He's distracted.
All right, so he's gonna do 11, 18 hit.
Yes.
Okay. So he raises his gun over his hand, and then suddenly it flashes and turns into the scythe with a huge, wicked-looking blade on it. And he's gonna make a slash at you with that, and he hits. And it's gonna do 10 piercing damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
What's my...
So it like buries in your shoulder, and for a second, like it buckles you down on your knee a little bit, and you feel like a gasp of air leave your body for a second, but then it feels like a lot of time passes, and then you go, and you suck the air back in, and you feel like you almost died.
Yeah, ow, hey, no,
And then
not cool, bro.
He rips the scythe out, and then you keep running.
Okay, now my turn is done.
Okay.
Before the end of your turn, he takes 3 psychic damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, take that.
All right, he's looking like he's getting pretty rough. Like there's like parts of his clothes and his outfit are like falling off of him now, and like his bones are coming unattached from each other and things like that. So
You're falling apart.
yeah,
Stop.
he's being consumed by the green fire at this point too. All right, Molly is going to have to use her action to clean the powder off of her face, so now she can see. But
One.
that's her.
She should go follow Harlan.
You can say that. Talking's free.
Do I see Harlan? Yeah, I see Harlan
Yeah.
run off. He
Yeah.
ran right past me. Go check on Harlan.
All right, it's not like I can do much with this damn shotgun anyway. 5,
a really
10,
nice shotgun.
15, 20.
It's just not good right now.
You don't have to butter me up. Winks at you as she runs away. She's got the black soot all over her face, but it's still pretty fun. So she's running after you as well.
That gives her smoky eyes.
Yeah, basically.
Built in me.
I always have those.
Yeah, you do too.
That's my
Natural.
Look at my smoky eye.
Anyways,
Okay, it's gonna be okay.
You are. You're doing amazing.
and then
She missed. She got
going to.
Fucking loser.
Who's around? Nibbles.
You get me.
As he slashes into Harlan runs away. He like flips his head around, looks right at you, and just goes, "Make a dexterity saving throw, please."
I thought we were friends, man. What the hell? You know what? You've been fucking me, actually. I'm gonna go with you.
Whoa.
Does a 20?
That will save. Yep, that saves. So he tries to grab hold of you, and just the tips of his fingers like brush you as you like jerk back from his grip. The little minor contact that it makes on you, your body instantly goes ice cold just from that bare like, touch. And for a second, as you jerk back, you see a shadow of yourself stick to the tip of his finger, and then go back into yourself again. All of you see this happen too.
Just like Peter Pan. We went in two different directions.
What did you say?
You
Soul Reaver.
you are shook by that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay. And he's going to fly up. Well,
Those wings are not aerodynamic.
he just like levitates off the ground, and he's gonna go right over here.
Attack of opportunity from my tendrils.
No, he's still within melee range of his tendrils.
Well, doesn't
Nibbles gets one though.
Nibbles gets one?
Okay.
What's your attack with?
Do I have... No, shit, I don't.
It's just melee,
You don't have your
right?
warhammer?
No, I do. I was looking to see if I took that
jump?
feat.
Hmm.
I was going to take the
Sentinel?
Warcaster?
Caster, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Okay, that's going to be a hit, man. 21.
That hits.
Nice.
How much?
AC 7,
What are you doing?
maybe?
Hitting him with the warhammer?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to smash him with that warhammer.
Crash.
Two bludgeoning damage.
Oh, re-roll it. So yeah, you smash him with the warhammer, and he buckles under the attack, and he goes, and then you go, re-roll the attack.
Oh, the whole attack?
Yep.
You get to crit.
That would be fucking
That would be awesome.
Even higher.
So that'll be a 22.
That also hits. All right, roll the damage.
Wait, sorry, it was wrong. Alright. Oh my god! 3. Take that, evildoer.
So yeah, he kind of glances off the back of his spine, and he looks irritated. Oh wait a minute, it's just bludgeoning damage, right? Oh, it's halved.
Wet.
Oh, sorry.
This guy, what a shithead.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, it bounces off his exposed ribs, and he just kind of like.
Okay.
All right.
Purr for me, tiger.
That is Alvin's turn.
They were good.
Great.
And he's no longer flanked, right?
He said purr for me, tiger.
I think he is. He's between me and Nicholas.
Yeah.
Is he still flanked? Does he still consider flanked right now?
Yes.
Cool beans. Okay, first attack is 19?
That hits.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh.
11 piercing damage.
All right.
And then the second attack.
You fire off a shot, and it actually finds Purchase, and it shatters part of his rib cage. And more that fire bursts out as it does that.
Good.
Because
Crumble his
you're like,
bones.
no, he's getting too close to Nicholas. The fuck? Whatever.
He's a grown man. He's alright.
To me.
I protected you.
The second attack is 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then, well, actually,
I need more acolytes. More people to have my back. Feels nice.
I
can have your back, but I won't.
You haven't even met the guy yet.
20 piercing damage actually.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe he's alright.
It's not really my bag.
And then,
That's fine. Willing is better.
I'm gonna move
It's
a little
always
bit to the
willing.
next so I don't have loss of sight. Because
Okay.
do I have a cloud now?
Yes.
Okay, and it's in that one space, or
Oh yeah. Where's my cotton balls?
how big is the cloud?
5 foot cube.
Okay, then I can move one space.
Right there.
Will I still have line of sight on him?
Yeah.
We'll say that's the cube.
Cool.
Smoke.
And then,
Yeah, you still got line of sight on him.
sorry, I'm counting bullets. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. And then I will bonus action 2 weapon fighting. 18.
Alright.
24 to hit.
24 hits. Wow. Yeah, you're bow bow bow, and you're like unload. You can feel like you missed that earlier shot on him, and then you can hear Arnold's voice in your head like, make sure you squeeze the trigger, not pull the trigger, you darn idiot. And then this time though, you're like,
That is 14 piercing damage.
all right.
A lot of squeezing.
All right, yeah, you're unloading on this guy. He's like barely standing at this point. You've got him like hurt.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Nicholas, you're up.
I'm going to. He's right fucking next to me.
I'm sorry, how's he looking, by the way?
I just said he's barely standing.
Barely standing? Okay, cool. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part.
That's what I just said. No one's listening. I'm sorry.
I think I'll do this again because I'm not really in a great position to be shooting at him. I'm literally right next to him, and that's
At disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yes.
I don't want that. I'm gonna use Righteous Thoughts again.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
It is.
Okay.
What's your righteous thought?
Just good thoughts of my
Righteousness.
Helping
God
old
and
ladies.
helping my friends and not hurting
Friends.
anyone anymore.
Being a good
Do I have to roll for that one? Is
No, it's a save.
yeah. So you have to beat 15.
He saves.
No.
Yeah. So
I take a
you flip
D4.
you flip your guns and put the grips against your temples again. You try to focus on it, and then he's like sees it coming this time almost, and he like just goes like whoosh, and catches the psychic sliver before it hits him in the face.
It's not how psychic things work.
Wow, he's a supernatural entity.
Well, does it still? Would that affect the subtracting the 1d4 still do anything, even if it didn't
From
hit?
his save?
Yeah, I don't know. It just says.
Oh, roll the because it subtracts it. Oh, wait, is it from his next one or is it from all of them?
Deals damage on a failed save and subtracts 1d4 from target's next saving throw.
Oh, just the next one then. He already used it, so
Yeah.
sorry. He did roll a 13, so that would have made a difference. But
Silly now.
sorry. All right.
Can I use my tendrils?
Yeah, as a bonus action.
We'll do that.
All right. Blast it. Or smash it.
I give the guns to my tendrils.
It spins them.
Squeeze the trigger. Well, do I add that to anything?
Yes, your spellcasting modifier
Which is
7.
5
Should be on the cards, right?
is +5.
I don't have a card for this one. It is +5 though?
Yeah.
15.
15 does not hit.
Damn it.
So your
Memorize
tendrils
my
go to
cards.
slash at him or swipe at him, again, but he like bashes him with the back of his
He's
arm.
flanked, isn't he?
He's flanked.
Oh, so roll it with advantage then.
Please be better.
No.
Worse.
Alright. Yeah, so he bats it away as it tries to swipe at him again. Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'll stay right here.
I would really like to impale him with my sword.
I think that would be so sick. This is what I was looking for this entire time. Thank you for memorizing my card, because I lost it in 12 cards.
You're welcome. I've got, I'm good with numbers.
Good with memories. Good memory.
With numbers, not with anything else.
Numbers are important. I'm very weak with numbers.
Okay.
This is why I take notes.
So, Ace, not Nibbles, Ace, once again pops up on top of the well.
Oh, they went into the well.
He pops up and he flips his wand and shoots a burst of ice from the tip of his wand, and it strikes
Ice.
Mr. Sticks right in the back.
Observing.
Should be his front, shouldn't it?
Well, oh yeah, it's his front now because he's facing him. Yeah, so it's just dead center in the middle of his chest, and it's a con save.
We'll find out how his constitution is. He does seem to
Failure.
Ooh.
So now he fails.
Unacceptable.
Except.
Wait, did he roll to see if he could have a turn?
Who?
The enemy.
He saved that first time. Remember?
Yeah, but there's 2 rounds. It's been 2 rounds now.
What? I thought he only had to save the first time, and then if he saved,
No,
it ended
it's-
the condition.
Every round.
For 10 rounds, he has to save that.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't remember to tell you.
Well,
It's
we're
fine.
I'll do it at disadvantage next time to make it fair.
Okay.
I don't kill him right now.
Get him one.
All right. So yeah, and you see that his chest cavity, the rib cage, that's what's left of it because a chunk of it's blown off. It freezes in place, and your brand is like burning through the ice on there, but the ice is staying on top of the brand that's in the middle of his chest. So around the burning is the ice now, and he's like kind of like trying to move.
That sounds like an emo song. It's like cold, so cold that it burns
So
like
cold it
fire.
burns.
The ice around my branding.
Castigate my life to pieces.
Oh my god.
This is my branding smite.
Yeah.
All right, Marlene, that's his turn. Oh, he's gonna hide again.
Okay.
Marlene, you're up.
Alright, I've got my sword out.
Yep.
2 hands.
He has flown over your head now, so you're gonna spin around with your sword gripped in 2 hands, and
Yes.
you're gonna take a slash at him.
I'm going to try to impale him.
Oh,
On my
okay.
sword.
All right.
Can I still have advantage on the attack?
Yep.
Or
He is flanked.
16 plus 23.
That hits.
Nice. Oh, and it's still on fire.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 12 damage.
12.
Well, 7 is slashing and 5 is fire. Is he resistant to both of them?
No, because you have a +1 sword that you took from the
lair.
Plaguebringer's lair,
Yeah.
so your attacks are doing full damage.
Oh, alright.
Marlene. Okay, so yeah, you ram your sword right into the center of his chest cavity, and you kind of like twist it, and there's a burst of the fire that like it sort of overtakes the green fire, and it turns it to the color of your crimson fire. Yes. And he's like, he's stuck because he can't move very well because of the frostbite, and then you're boiling him from the inside out with your sword now, but he is still just barely clinging to life. You've got him hooked on your sword though, and yeah.
Nibbles, let's end it.
And now, Nibbles, it's your turn.
Alright. What am I going to do here? You know what? I'm just going to upcast Shatter again.
I don't see why not.
Alright. 36 damage. Roll a Constitution save for half.
How much am I beating?
17.
Minus something for the savings.
Does he still have to?
One.
Does he still have to lose a
Nice.
D4?
No, it was only the one time.
Nice. He got a 1.
What?
He got a 1.
Triple
No,
damage.
it's
No.
not. He saved on that spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if the effect still
I don't
went.
think
I
No,
don't
it's
think
just
it did.
one time. Sorry.
Okay.
How much damage is that?
So that would be...
Shatter, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
36 whole damage.
Okay. So, Marlene's got him impaled on the sword. Ace blasts him with the cold, and then Marlene impales him on the sword, and he's boiling from the inside out. He's falling apart from all the shots that Alvin took on him, and he's being harassed from the back by Harlan with the tomahawk, and so much so that he had to fly away from him. And Ace just keeps popping up and blasting him, and then Nibbles, you're keeping him on the run with your magic, and then you finally focus, and you basically target right at his head, and you go shatter, and then his skull just goes and explodes. And all that green goo inside of it just bursts and splatters all over you guys. And he and bursts into a pile of bones.
Aw. Poor guy.
Now is he inorganic material?
You can check him, but you're not there.
No,
So-
I took off.
What's my amulet doing now?
Your amulet is still going.
Because of the goo.
Is it because of the goo?
Is the battle music still playing?
I'm not telling you. What are you guys doing now?
Like, having battle music playing, you would
Alright,
That's how you know when the battle's
I'm
over.
going to loot the body.
You what?
I'm
What?
not going to loot the body right now. Let's spin around.
Pause that. Harlan, you and Molly come rounding around the corner of the house, and you see that guy in the coat with the stitch marks on his face and everything, and he's like, "Nya! Nya!" And he's waving you, and
Yeah.
and he turns and starts running off up the path.
I'm running off after him.
Okay. Molly, wait, shouldn't we get the others? Where are you going? You don't even know who that is!
Yeah, get the others.
Ah, for God's sake!
And I keep running after the
She runs back on. She's like, Harlan's running off with some guy!
That sounds like Harlan.
Sounds like I
Yeah.
I'm glad he found his identity.
You just met him.
Oh,
You're too
Harlan.
young.
There's a laugh track in the background.
Yeah, so
Alright, take one look around before.
roll me a perception check. Or investigation check, actually.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Alright, so yeah, as you're looking around, you see all of a sudden the bones start to... And they start to go back together. And they're connecting to each other again. It's like the T-1000 reassembling.
No.
His bones are
all
coming
the
back together.
pieces in
The
little jars.
yes, the shattered pieces are reassembling themselves, and
So you put them all in separate jars.
the
and mail them
green
somewhere else.
the green goo is shooting tendrils between the pieces of his bones, and yanking them back together. And he's slowly reassembling himself, and he's still laying face down. But then his arm reassembles, and he
Okay.
starts to push himself back up.
Before he does that, can we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, you have time. I'm just describing what's happening.
Okay, cool.
Run?
Yes, let's
Yes.
get the hell out.
All right, so you guys take off. Are you going in the direction of Harlan?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys round around the house, and you can see Harlan and some other person.
Hey, can her tendrils take all of his bone pieces and just start whipping them
Throwing
all over
them.
the place?
Throwing them.
Do you want to order them to do that?
Like
Yeah.
a big dustpan.
Yeah, just buy us the whole time.
Roll a melee attack with advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, thanks.
13 plus 5.
Here, you both get chips for that.
Thank you.
All right, so what'd you get?
I rolled 13 plus 5, so 18.
Okay. Slow down, and you're running, and your tendrils are oh. And they knock him apart again. He's still coming back together again, but it just knocks him apart again.
Awesome.
For all
so
eternity. It's a job now.
And then once you're out of range of the tendrils, and they go back down to the ground
I
again.
did want to stay there and keep chopping at him, but I've taken some advice and run.
We grind his bones and then make bread
For giants.
for giants.
Anyway.
Anyway, so you guys see Harlan booking it after this guy, and they're headed up. They're heading eastward. Eastward, westward.
Southward.
Southward.
We both said
Right?
southward.
It looks like it from here.
West, I thought you said West.
I thought you said West.
Okay, so south. Yeah, no, he's going west. So further west.
Anywhere.
No.
Towards the mountain.
Yes, further west from. Yeah. So you guys came into town from the east, and he is heading further west out of the town. The main town limits. He's obviously still in town. There's nothing else out there. You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys trot along for a while. You're kind of winded from the fight, but you're feeling pretty good. You beat him, but the uncertainty of all that, and Hayes is like, "Are we sure that he's not gonna just come after us and kill us? Should we have stayed and powdered him or something?"
I feel like he's gonna find a way to come back. Maybe this guy has a good hiding place.
What guy?
The guy Harlan's following. Blind?
Whatever. All right, so yeah, you guys, Harlan. You guys are just me trailing behind. There's nothing much to see, so I'm going to cut to Harlan. And you come you come up over the hill, and you see the gates of a cemetery ahead.
Yeah.
And the guy trots and he gets inside the limits of the cemetery. He's like, "Yeah!" And he turns and runs further inside.
Yeah. And I run out.
So as you approach the gates of the cemetery, you see another gentleman wearing a white and black button-up shirt, and he's got a brown coat on, and he's standing there and he's just eating an apple. And he nods to you as you approach.
Yeah. And I approach.
Greetings and salutations. How are you?
Real good. Real good. How's it been?
Good. Good.
Good. Great.
Would you like to come inside?
Yeah. Sure.
Please enter.
Where'd the guy with the scars?
He's standing about 20 feet behind him.
All right. What? Do I keep following that one?
No, just step inside the bounds of the cemetery, if you please. If you would like to, there's no compulsion.
And is this in the real world?
That is a very good question. That is quite impossible to answer.
Okay, you know what? Sorry, Mama. And I jump into the cemetery.
All right. As you pass over the cemetery, you feel like something was washed off of you,
Ugh.
and you're now. It feels relatively normal.
Felt like one of them weird baths.
Remember taking a bath, Harlan?
One time.
Yeah. So
It's been weeks since then.
he nods, tosses the core of the apple over his shoulder, and wipes his hands off and offers his hand to you.
Hey.
He goes,
Harlan
"Greetings.
Storm Surge. Nice to meet you.
You may call me Mort Francesco."
Mort Francesco. It's
Yes.
good to meet you.
Yes, I'm Mort Francesco. I'm from Bajornia originally, but these days it is quite hard to say where a man is from, or quite frankly where he is at any given moment. So
So true.
yes,
Like I don't know anything ever at all since I left home.
yes. So now let me ask you the question which I have just established is impossible to properly answer. Where do you come from?
The Marsh of Madness. Yeah, the family farm.
Interesting. I've never been there myself, but I have family who have visited. You familiar with Swashbuck Bay and Cutlass?
No.
Roll me a history check.
You're like, I'm just gonna say
Sounds very
no.
complicated, I know. 19.
Yeah, you would know them. It's a very, very
okay.
famous, old pirate hangout on the coast.
Cool.
So-
Cool guy, you should make friends with
Yeah,
him.
the
It's not
bay.
Ebor.
Yeah.
It's Ebor.
Right.
It's Tampa.
Tampa Bay. It's
there.
Tampa? Oh yeah, they've got a really cool...
It's an old fort, I know. It's not much. There's not
Fort.
much there now, but back in the day, that was the height of the golden age of piracy around the oceans of Muri'kas. By this point, they're chatting. You guys have arrived at the boundary of the cemetery. Oh,
Harlan!
you have friends. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Harlan, are you good?
Hello?
Yeah, it's just...
Would you
I met...
care to enter?
I
Yes.
run straight into the cemetery.
Yeah, we'll go.
I did not stop at a threshold.
I was like, maybe be a little wary of people inviting us to go places that,
All right.
like, into town.
Molto bueno.
I stop at the entrance,
Same.
turn this way, and then I sidestep in.
Okay. All of you, do you all step in? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you sidestep in, and it does feel like, you guys do feel like that washing effect, like something has been lifted off of you, and you feel like it's relatively normal, and then you look up and you realize it's now nighttime. It went from like midday to night as you stepped into the cemetery.
Beautiful night.
If I poke my head out and look up, what do I say?
Midday again.
Cool. Very cool.
Was the actual slime washed off of us?
Yes.
Check your vials.
Do I still have my vials?
Yes, you have your vial.
Is it got juice in it?
Nope.
Oh, come on! My juice! My slurping juice!
You have the ectoplasm from the church, but not
My
not
Bored
from the
Ape
town.
NFT has nothing to drink now.
Okay.
Hello, I was just telling your friend, my name is Mort Francesco, I'm from Bajornia. But, I was from Bajornia, I suppose I'm just from here now.
Where is here exactly?
This is the cemetery.
Sure.
This is cemetery.
Sure.
Are you stuck here? Like everyone in town?
Mm-hmm.
You do sound like you're from Bajornia.
Can you explain that to us?
I could try to, but it would take a very long time, and you probably wouldn't understand much of it, because, frankly, I don't understand most of it.
If we step out there, we have like a lot of time, I think.
Oh, you have just as much time in here too, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
This place is insulated from the effects of him, but it is still within the overall bubble, so...
Were you friends with Twigs?
Who?
Mr. Sticks.
That one?
That's clever, I like that. I'm acquainted with him, we can say that much, yes. But I would not call us friends, no.
Cool. We just, we're fighting him. Did you guys win?
Kind of. I think he's he's gonna keep coming back.
Ah,
Oh,
nuts.
you fought him?
Yeah.
He mentioned something
And
about
one.
an other one. Are you the one he was referring to?
Yes, that would be me.
Are you the good one?
You're the indecisive one.
Is that what he referred to
That's
me
what
as?
that's what he called you.
Well, as much as of a bastich as he is, I cannot disagree with this assessment. I am quite indecisive, yes. So
What are you indecisive about?
I was offered. Let's go inside and discuss this in a more comfortable setting.
In the mausoleum?
No. I've got a very charming little cabin out in the back of the cemetery. You'll love it.
Sure.
So he leads you guys through the cemetery. Are you following?
Is there an ossuary?
There is an ossuary. Yes, I'll take you on a tour of the entire premises later if you'd like. So he starts leading you through the cemetery, and it's dark and quiet. It's not. It would be spooky if it wasn't you guys, but like you've seen some really spooky shit in your time, and this place feels very like peaceful, and it feels weird, but like in a weird kind of like frenzied, almost like energetic, fun kind of way. You know what I mean? Like you're excited to be in such a weird place, that kind of a thing. And as you're walking through the cemetery, you could swear you see like a couple of the headstones like jiggle in their plot.
Can I roll perception?
Sure.
Let me do it.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I see anything.
Oh, neither did I.
But I'm helping you. Roll again.
Is Nicholas helping me?
Who rolled?
I did.
Yeah, you can do with advantage.
That looks like me helping you roll.
It does.
What was it?
A 4 and then a 5.
Yeah.
All right, so you're trying to look around, and Nicholas is like Molly and Nicholas are walking next to each other, and Molly's like, it's kind of a romantic place if I do say so. She kind of like nudges you a little bit, and that's very distracting to you.
What is
And then Alvin goes, a cemetery is romantic?
It's very romantic, actually.
Listen, when you've been on the front lines of the Solo Solarum and Mexican war front for, the last 8 months in a row, a calm, quiet place like this is just about as romantic as you're gonna get.
Plus the starlight. Can I point out?
They're beautiful.
Can I point out any constellations?
Do a perception check with advantage. With your college degree.
Yeah, so I should have advantage.
I'll do investigation because you're specifically looking for constellations
with
advantage.
Well, it's been every time I roll advantage, it's been worse. But investigation, 14.
Okay. Yeah, you do spot a few of the familiar constellations.
Cool. I point them out.
Yeah, you see the great hunter Ryan.
This is just what he's like. I'm sorry.
Great Hunter Ryan? Is that what you just said?
I said Ryan.
Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referencing.
I don't know how to be subtle.
It's Orion. That's what I'm referencing.
I thought I was just hearing Ryan.
Ryan.
She said Ryan. She said Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah, because you said Brian.
Anyway.
Ryan.
So yeah, Nicholas is pointing out all the constellations he knows, and yeah.
Sorry.
Molly's very impressed.
Oh, good.
You're one of them book smart fellas, ain't you?
Yeah. I did some schooling.
Good to see you got big brains too. And she goes ahead of you a couple of steps.
Too much information, psychic damage.
And so you guys,
Can I trip her?
I do take
I walk
psychic
underneath
damage.
of him.
okay. You get
Do I
bonked in the
feel
head.
it?
You get bonked in the head. Yeah, so you guys walk up the middle row of the cemetery.
How meaty is it? So
There's a pool of water with a statue of a woman holding the earth or holding the planet in the palm of her hand. Roll me a religion check, please.
Very cool. We can talk about them sometime.
how much are these?
8.
What? 2. Yellow is
Seafaring people.
yellow's 4. Sorry, yellow's
Appreciate
4
the
and
stars.
white is 2.
Yeah.
It's true, I guess.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, you recognize this statue as Iraq, the light carrier. She is one of the 2 gods of light. Iraq and Calente are said to be wife and husband deities that brought light and life into the world when it was formed. So it is basically the wife of your god.
Oh!
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna sing a little prayer for her. And see if she can hear
Here,
me.
you can get that back now.
Oh, thank you.
Roll me a religion check.
Can do. Very nice. It's a 20.
Yes, you start to hum a little hymn that you learned from, your seminary training, and you do feel a little. You feel like a caressing on your noggin.
Nice.
Like how your mom ruffles your hair. You don't have hair, but you feel like that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look up. What do I see?
You don't see anything. Just the statue is there, and it's very pristine and clean.
Dang it. Okay. What is this place?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking her.
You're asking the statue?
Yes.
Okay. There's no response.
Well, I mean,
Oh, you're praying to her?
yeah.
I mean, you got a little bit of a response because you're high roll, but it's not your god. You may be able to commune with her if you spent a bunch of time, but you're not gonna you're walking through the middle of the cemetery and it's
All right. So I do this. I'll be right back, babe. And I walk off.
all right. You feel a more masculine hand smack you on the back of the head. Like that.
Hate it when.
All right.
Ow, Dad! What the hell?
Bringer,
Yeah, so he leads you through the middle of the cemetery, and there's a big, large mausoleum in the center of the walkway right here. He just kind of steps over the small, knee-high fence and walks around the mausoleum, and waves you guys, and the other gentleman that you followed, Harlan, he's waiting over by the corner of the mausoleum, and he waves at you.
Nah.
And he smiles. Yeah. And he walks over to you and hands you a bundled up handkerchief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I unbundle
There's
it.
a little muffin.
Oh. No, I've eaten in days.
He smiles all big and then kind of runs off towards the house.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Oh, we
Who's
love
that?
him. What's his name?
Who are you? Are you asking me or?
I'm asking
Mort?
Mort, yeah.
Oh, my apologies. I forget, Gar. That is my good friend Gar. He cannot introduce himself, unfortunately. All he can say is that one word. So, yes, you've met him.
Yeah, he's very nice.
He's quite the conversationist.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you don't need conversation when you have muffins.
Oh no, I say it with the greatest of affinity. He is my best friend in the entire world.
Is he the only other person here?
There are other people in town, but cannot quite, relate to them.
Is it because of the...
They do not remember you
Yes, exactly.
for very long.
Right, that part.
So yeah, he leads you around the side of the mausoleum there and through a little small iron gate. Squeaks as he opens it up and he steps through, and there is indeed, behind the mausoleum and nestled behind just in front of the back wall of the cemetery in a little alcove away from the graves, a little house. And he's like, it is not much, but it is home. Please, you are more than welcome to come inside, if you'd like to. Though to refuse would be incredibly rude.
Oh, well, don't mind if I do.
As they say in Virginia.
So I stop at the door. I turn sideways.
Peoria.
One foot at a time.
What is Peoria?
Okay. You step into the door and it's
Yeah.
nothing. You just walk in. Yeah, cool.
Nice. Yeah, I walk in like it's Mama's house. And I
Are
get
there
real
enough-
comfy right away.
Are there enough chairs?
There's a couple of chairs. There's actually a very comfy looking armchair. There's a little table with 2 chairs at it. It looks like there's something boiling on the little stovetop there, and there's a couple of other chairs scattered around. He starts moving them all together so you guys can sit at the table together. And he's like, I was actually just cooking. Would you care for some?
Yes, starving all the time.
So
Hungry, growing boy.
He goes over to the stove and looks in on the pot, and he says, muy delicioso. And he sits down at the table and he starts moving stuff off. There's a little model of a skull on the table. He puts that over to the side and picks up some papers and puts them to the side, slides a bottle of wine out of the way, and then Gar puts on an apron, ties it, and he comes over. What?
No, finish.
He puts on an apron, ties it behind him, and he opens the lid on the pot and scoops out noodles into a bowl
Oh, yes.
and starts setting them down at the table. Go ahead.
How did you get this food?
Oh, the food. This place has quite a few idiosyncrasies, you may call them. Every day here repeats. Myself and Gar, we have our memories from the day before, but the days do not change. Anything we consume reappears in the pantry. This bottle of wine never runs dry. It is wonderful. I have he pulls his pistol out and sets it down on the table. He's like, I have bullets for the day, and then this box of bullets is always refilled the next morning when I wake up, no matter how many times I have tried to blow my brains out. So, he's
So do your
give and
brains
take.
end up back in your skull? Is that what happens?
I'm not really sure. Every time I try, I just the gun never misfires. Not a single time has it ever misfired, except when I try to do it.
Have you ever succeeded?
No, I just said every time I try to
Someone's
do it.
looking
it
out for
misfires.
you.
I was going to ask you what it felt like.
I would not say they are looking out for me. This place is not quite a blessing all the time. I'm thankful that I have Gar here. I feel terrible that he is trapped here with me, though.
Do the townspeople ever come to visit?
They do. They come visit their loved ones that are buried here. The sun does rise here. The days only last about 6 hours. It's hard to tell because time is very meaningless here, but the day does come. I open the cemetery. They come in to see their dearly departed, say the same things,
What?
then they leave.
Would you mind telling me what year it was when you first came here?
He gives the year, it's about 15 years before the current one.
Was that about the same for when we asked the dude at the train station? Okay.
So, that means that if we waited here an entire day, Mr. Sticks out there would go back to his normal self.
I don't know. I have never, I've never tried to fight him, so I don't know. He remembers me though, so.
Why did he fight us if he doesn't fight you?
I'm not sure. We have a strange connection to each other that I don't fully understand. Unfortunately, my friends, there is much I do not understand about my current predicament.
These two don't.
Then Gar finishes serving the plate. He goes, "Nya!" at him, and he goes, and he says, "Shut up!" and he throws a towel at him. And Gar laughs and fixes his own plate.
Mort and Sticks don't look like they would be related, right?
No, they don't look anything alike.
But are they like... They're...
Mort
black
is human, kind of a darker skin tonation, dark black hair. Yeah.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
No, he's not. Watch out, Marlene.
We might learn something.
Our friend has a science experiment she'd like to propose.
So you can't shoot yourself.
Correct.
Has anyone else tried to shoot you?
No, I cannot say. The provincial townfolk have never tried to murder me for no reason. And as I said, the day just repeats itself. I will say there have been a few apparently close calls with the undead in this cemetery, but
Can Sticks come into the cemetery?
no. He cannot.
Because of all the goop.
I'm not sure.
All the goop disappeared.
He's
We
made
should
of
bring him into the cemetery.
Good luck grabbing him.
If all of us
Together, sweep him up
seven
into
of
a little
us.
dustpan and bring him in. That will obliterate him. I don't know the rules.
I don't know anything. I'm a stupid boy.
Wait! Ace has kicked his feet up on the table and he's like leaning back in the chair. He's like, so hold on a sec. Let me see if I can clarify your plan here. Your plan is to bust up Mr. Bones again and then drag all his pieces into a sack and then haul him into the cemetery and hope that what? Fixes him or destroys him? I like that plan.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I'm so glad you got Ace's approval.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Not the worst plan.
It's not a horrible plan.
So what is the experiment you would like to try?
Oh, I volunteer to shoot you if you'd like.
Oh, volunteer murder.
You want to shoot me?
If you wanted me to, I would.
He looks over at Gar. Gar goes, "No," and he holds up a hand. He goes, "Go ahead."
Huh?
Inside is fine.
Yes, it is fine.
Okay.
Chink. Bullet misfires.
Weird.
I think we've all learned something.
I have as well. I've never had anyone else try that before. Certainly, Gar has never tried to shoot me.
It's very sweet. Oh my god, don't do that again.
That didn't misfire.
Unhinged. I'm unhinged.
You would have just been sitting here with a dead body for the next couple hours.
It's a cemetery. We'll just bury it.
Gar goes, "Yeah."
He doesn't want you to. That's his friend.
We all learned something.
So, are you guys eating the food?
Is it?
I am curled up on the floor in a spot that I sniffed out and paced around until I found the perfect spot.
Okay.
I'm eating the food.
You're eating the food. You did not eat any food? You ate the food?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I
So,
ate Nibbles' food too.
so as you guys are chowing down, Gar is eating his food. He's he's very messy eater. I imagine Harlan probably is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so he's kind of like just shoveling food into his mouth. He looks over at you and
Often
goes,
uses
"Ah!"
Yeah.
spoon and fork for
Yeah, so you're chilling on the floor, and what are you doing while they're all eating?
Is your spot on the floor near the armchair?
There is a little rug there. It would be the most comfortable place.
And I'm on the rug.
All right.
I am in the armchair.
Okay. All right. So after a while, Gar finishes his plate and then gets up and fills another plate, and then and then he heads out the front door.
Where's he going?
Oh, he takes the second plate downstairs always. He does.
For himself.
Or
That's his
And I,
room.
and I put my head up and I go, for whatever he's keeping downstairs.
that's what I was getting at. I'm sure
You never
it's
go into his room
fine.
to see what he's got
Of
done?
course I go down into his room. I just don't snoop in his business. It is his business.
Do you want to ask this guy about your religion? About Thanatos?
Oh, because he does have a statue of your god wife.
Yeah. You know who that statue is over?
Oh, yes, that is Irek.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the deal with it?
She's a very popular deity in Bjornia, actually. That's why I had the statue commissioned to be built here when the cemetery first opened.
You commissioned it.
Yes, I did. When I took over my duties as the watchman of the cemetery, I had it built.
Okay. Ever feel
Are-
anything weird when you go past it?
Oh, every time. I always feel a little bit of warmth from the statue. I imagine you're a man of the cloth, as your outfit would suggest. Are you a follower
Yeah,
of
it's
Iraq?
cloth. It's cloth. I think it's cotton.
Yes. Are you a follower of Iraq?
Oh no, the light bringer.
Ah, so adjacent.
Yeah.
I love it.
Welcome.
Mr. Styx, being a servant of Thanatos, and you being unable to die, that seems
So it would seem.
related.
It may well be.
You don't know how all this ended up in some weird liminal space and doing this Groundhog Day shit for all eternity? Or at least 15?
Did you just say liminal space, Harlan?
Where did you learn that one?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Mama knows a lot of stuff about things and she talks to me about it. That's one.
Take 1 psychic damage.
It's like a doppelganger.
You feel a brain cell die. You burned it out from that.
It makes sense. That makes sense.
As I said, it is a long, complicated set of affairs, and it would just leave you all confused in the end. It is.
We've got to understand
Painful to
something
discuss.
to get out of here.
All right.
Oh, there is no getting out of here.
Oh, we're getting out of here.
But if there was getting out of here, how
We're
would we
definitely
do
getting out of here.
that?
Where was your sense of urgency when the monster was in our face?
I mean, I thought maybe he had something to learn from him. I was curious about the other guy. Now we met him.
Feeds you pasta, and you're like, we gotta scrap. A winged beast intimidates you, and you're like, tell me, what do you have to offer, sir?
I wanted to know where he placed me in the town.
Oh, he offered you a position with the town?
Where do you think you would be
I
placed?
want to be the sheriff. But he said everyone's
Oh my gosh.
on like the same page, so I think like their law system isn't like that here.
There's no crime.
You would have a very cushy job.
Would be cushion. No, I want adventure.
Are you suspicious of this man?
Okay. I had something I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Bail
Alright.
bondsman?
So let's think about everything that we know so far, right? Thanatos is what?
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
The
Thanos.
keeper of the dead.
Keeper of the dead. Okay. So we know that this guy, Mr. Styx, is a servant of some kind of Thanatos.
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 I'm gonna keep saying Thanatos.
She,
Thanatos!
She may be offended, but alright.
So we know that they're
Spicy wrap.
somehow related, and the time outside moves faster than the time in here. This place is protected from the other guy, and there is a Lightbringer statue here. His wife,
The light carrier.
his wife.
The light bringer and the light carrier are two different
Yeah, it's his
deities.
wife.
I just want to show proper respect. She has kept this bubble intact all this time.
There's a beautiful light carrier
Would not like
statue
to offend
outside.
her.
All right, so we know within a degree of certainty that this place is being protected by the statue. So that might mean that there's another statue out here somewhere in this town that might be causing all this. Or something.
What's the opposite of Thanatos?
Roll
Religion. Religion. And I'm helping.
I'm sorry. Who's ordering rolls here?
It was more of a suggestion.
Notice my hand hasn't moved.
You want to roll a religion check?
I want you to tell me if I have to.
Let's roll a religion check with advantage, please.
Okay.
And you're trying to assert the opposite number of Thanatos?
We're trying to figure out what is the opposite of
The opposing.
No, what's
either one. What is the opposite of either one of
Yeah.
these two gods that we're seeing?
Okay.
Like, are they in any way related? Okay, so that is going to be a 21.
Okay.
The opposite
So-
of a god.
There is,
apparition?
in the pantheon that you are familiar with, there is no, like, evil god, necessarily. They all have their own purviews and their own charges in the cosmos. Irak and the Lightbringer both have several daughters who also have jobs that they do. One of them is the lantern holder, or the lantern keeper? I wrote this, it's weird, I don't remember. Yeah, Lady Lantern, Lumas is her name. Yes, she moves the moon across the sky. It's basically they all do a part to make the cosmos keep spinning. So there's no like opposite numbers. It's just everybody has a part to play.
That's so cool.
So Thanatos is the what did you say? The dead? Was it the dead one?
Keeper of the dead.
The keeper of the dead. But the light carrier, what does she do?
So, the light carrier, your god, the light bringer, it is said that he and her were the originators of existence. They brought the light literally into the world, you know?
Okay.
So the light bringer, he believes that it is important to have more of a hands-off approach, as I'm sure you're aware, studying your beliefs. The light carrier, she believes that it is important to take a more hands-on approach with their creations and carry the light with them.
Okay. So, I think it's safe to assume, right, that since one of them resides over death, and one of them resides over creation, right? One is the end of something, the other is the beginning of something. And there's two forces that we don't understand. One that we maybe kind of understand here, and one that we don't understand out there.
Am I one of these forces?
No. I think it has something to do with the influence of the light carrier.
Alright. I see where you're going.
So logically, like, am I piecing together anything that's like snapping anything together in my brain here?
So he's nodding along with you, like he's like, I have come to similar conclusions in my time here with nothing to do but ponder. It's you're getting the sense that, like, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're trying to say that there is an influence of the light carrier that is keeping the influence of Thanatos outside of this cemetery, but the town itself is all wrapped up in it. That's what you guys know so far. So what do you posture?
Positing
Yeah,
that
positing.
perhaps there is another presence, maybe a statue or some sort of shrine to Thanatos that
Thanatos.
in here
town.
somewhere that is influencing the, let's just say, darker side of things.
Can we blow up the well?
I've never seen any such statue, so I cannot confirm such a thing exists.
We've been around town.
I've been around town many times.
I've got a terrible idea.
Fireball.
No.
Down the well.
No. Maybe. Put back pocket.
That seems like a better idea than my idea. My idea, which is terrible, is to build a shrine to Thanatos here in the cemetery to invite her in.
Oh,
That's my terrible idea.
I think that's.
I would
I think it's a bad.
not care for that idea.
Ace. Fireball down the well?
Can we
Yeah, you cast a
Done it
fire.
Oh, yeah.
build a
on the train.
shrine to Iraq outside
Look
of
back at the
here?
last episode.
He was dazing off and then fireball? What? No! Tip of his
The
wand starts to glow.
statue woman,
Save
Down the well.
light
later.
Back
carrier.
in
the light carrier. Can we build a statue, an altar
Fireball down the
statue?
well. Sounds like a real good time, Buckaroo.
Could we build a shrine to the light carrier outside?
Are you asking the DM or are you asking him?
I'm asking him.
A couple of problems with that. Even if you could assemble the necessary parts to build such a statue, the town resets at the end of every day.
Blow up
The way
the well.
Mr. Styx was talking about you, it seemed like he sees you as an equivalent.
I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted, but
He was-
alright.
Pretty complimentary. I feel like it might be flattering. I don't know why you don't get along. If he hasn't attacked you.
I have nothing against him specifically, I suppose.
Who were you before, like, you ended up here, stuck here, in this place here?
I was here before. I was stuck here. I was the watchman
Forever?
of this. No, I was the watchman of this cemetery. I came here from Bajornia,
Yeah.
and you know, as they say in Bajornia, the horizon never arrives.
And you
So keep seeking it.
Worship this god all your life. The lady.
Who, the light carrier?
Thanatos.
Iraq?
Her.
Iraq?
Yeah?
Yes, I do not worship Thanatos. No.
Okay. Iraq, though?
Iraq. Yes, I enjoy her place in the pantheon.
Cool.
Then he nights and
So-
many migraines.
Is there anything special about this cemetery? Why is it here?
You know, I don't know that. I can tell you this though. As I mentioned, I've had close calls with the undead in the cemetery. That was going on before this happened to the town. But
Necromancy.
since this has happened,
Yes.
the undead have gone quiet. They are not
Will
violent.
they reset every day?
But they do not. They remember.
Oh.
They speak.
This
Can we talk to some right now?
If you want, he
Go talk to some dead guy.
takes out his
Brilliant.
pocket watch and he's like, they should be getting up any time now.
Good, they keep a schedule.
Oh, spooky.
Who's the nicest? You've probably talked to all of these guys a bunch, you know them well.
The dead? Oh, they're not much one for conversation. They don't seem to like me very much. I don't let them leave, so.
Make a nice
You don't let them leave.
No, they're dead. They belong in the cemetery. The living belong
An
outside the
idea.
cemetery.
I could summon some undead guys. I don't think that'll help much. Maybe
I-
they'll feel more at ease.
To answer your question, though, I would say Mrs. Billingsley is probably the nicest of them.
No.
Oh, she's one of the people in the town.
We just talked to her earlier, though.
Oh, you met her in town.
We met her in town.
Or
Is she
whatever.
here?
She's
She
existing.
is here and there. It is, as I said, it is very confusing.
Are we undead? Is that why we're here now?
No, I don't think we're
I
undead.
don't.
The amulet
did
would
you
be going
die before
crazy.
you arrived here?
I don't know.
No,
No.
you're fine, Harlan. You're alive.
Oh, okay.
We're fine.
Are we?
What was happening to you before you all arrived here?
We fought the guy.
Our train.
Our train broke down. We
train
came
broke
to this
Oh, how did that
town.
happen?
We were set upon by bandits.
If we died in the train accident.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my God.
we definitely
No.
lived.
We definitely live.
Yeah, somebody
There
threw
seems to
dynamite
be
on the
this-
train.
We didn't
Blew-
die on the
blew up-
train. We walked here and things were fine.
And then he did fireball, and then that one did fireball twice? I don't even remember.
Anyway,
Somebody did it
the
twice.
train.
So, to make sure I understand this, you were on board a train.
Yep.
Someone threw a stick of dynamite
Yeah.
at you, and then the train suddenly stopped,
Yeah.
and then you walked here.
Right. Yeah, and there was a giant
Oh, we took our
goblin
horses.
with
We
a,
took
with
horses.
a Gatling
Horses.
gun, larger than Marlene. It was enormous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
My friends, you may be dead.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Nibbles has the floor.
So, 3rd level spell, Speak with the Dead. Would I be able to use that to speak with them?
Are you asking the dealer?
DM.
To speak with whom?
These undead fellas.
Mrs. Billingsley?
Mrs. Billingsley, she's the nicest.
You could try.
Okay. So, now he said specifically that there's like some undead that like rise up in here?
That's what he said.
Okay. So, before they rise up, point me in the direction of where they rise up from. And I'm going to try and do Speak with the Dead while they're still dead.
Okay.
Alright?
Alright, he leads you guys outside. And he leads you around the front of the mausoleum.
Sure.
And he starts like looking around, kind of listening for a minute. Everyone roll a perception check, please.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
16!
7.
14.
19.
Alright, so Alvin, Marlene, and Harlan, as he's standing there, kind of closes his eyes and starts listening, you don't hear anything at first, and then you hear shifting, kind of like a grinding sound almost, and then one of the graves, the stone that's laid over the grave, it's like 2 rows over from you. It cracks apart, and he goes, "Oh, shit," and it cracks apart, and a hand busts up from underneath the grave and starts like grasping around. And then after a minute, it's 2 rows away from him. And then after a while, the other hand comes up, and a person in a suit and a nice tie starts clawing his way up out of the grave. And he gets up and he's like kind of wide-eyed and disoriented, and he's like, and he looks at all of you.
I say, good morning!
Am I dead?
We might
Yeah.
all be, yeah.
You're dead?
No, we're alive.
We're alive.
Not to make you jealous.
Where is this heaven?
This is a cemetery.
That's all a long, confusing
Did I get lost? My friend. Please.
Can we see
Go
the
back.
tombstone from
Go
here?
back down into your coffin. It will all make sense in the morning. As they say in Bajornia, everything makes more sense in the morning. And he looks down at his grave. He looks up. He goes, but my wife. I thought I was going to see her.
I'm so sad. We have to stop.
And he puts his hand on the guy's shoulder and he's like, I'm sorry, my friend, but I do not believe she is here.
Is this Billingsley?
No, it's just some guy.
Some guy.
And he's like, and he shoves Mort's hand away and he goes, no! I have to find my wife! And he starts stalking off towards the exit of the cemetery. He goes, shoots him.
Nice.
And then like a minute goes by, and then Gar comes trudging out from behind the mausoleum, and he's got a shovel. He goes, "Nya?" He goes, "Yeah."
Did that gentleman set off my amulet?
The undead one? No.
But he was undead.
Or is he?
Bum, bum, bum. This is all giving me a headache. I can't figure it
I'm gonna be real, I'm a little bit at a loss of what to do.
Is this considered a short rest?
Yeah, you guys have short rested.
Oh,
You're
good.
What if I reset my amulet?
Yeah, do we reset in the morning after all of it? Or all of us?
I guess we'll have to find out.
No, this is a
Nuts.
different thing. This is a manual.
Yeah, you can use your amulet again. Oh, it wasn't responding to anything.
Son of a...
I'm sorry. I wish it was
You
working.
didn't waste it because it's not vibrating, so it's not like you wasted anything.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Is this all an illusion?
That feels pretty real to me. Him and Gar put the dead guy into a wheelbarrow and they just wheel him back over to his grave and they start.
Is there something I
Putting
can
it
roll
back
to
in.
see if we're actually dead?
We're not dead.
We're not dead.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything you can roll for that. Medicine check.
The people here
Right.
all presumably something happened and they're just stuck here.
checked
And
my
they were
pulse.
here before this thing happened 15
You
years
have a
ago.
I was paying
Alright,
attention
I'm
to my
alive.
HP.
You have a pulse. Everybody else seems to be aware of what's going on. I mean, you all seem to be alive.
We're alive.
Some like purgatory or something?
It's called the Deadlands.
We didn't die
The
in
what?
here. We died
The
outside.
Deadlands.
What is the deadline?
This region that we're in. I don't know about this cemetery or the town, but the region is called.
I have never heard of such a thing.
Can we inform him that the date he gave us when we asked was 15 years has passed?
I cannot say I'm surprised. It's still hearing the number does not feel great.
Alright, are we going to speak with this dead person?
Yes, you said you wanted to speak with one of them.
Yeah,
Billingsley?
yeah, I'd like to do that.
They tend to either accept what's going on and return to their coffins, or they try to leave, and I have to stop them. Honestly, I take no pleasure in doing it. It's just I don't know what will happen to them if they step outside. If it will cause a problem out there, meeting themselves may have a bad effect on them. It is just all I can think to do is my job, which is to make sure the dead stay where they are supposed to be.
You were here when things were normal.
They were never normal.
Well, there was undead.
Correct, yes. They did not behave this way before that, though.
But what happened where this started? What happened on this day?
I do not know.
Maybe you should just let
Did
him
you-
go.
Did you die?
I don't think I died.
Okay.
As you can attest, though, it is quite hard to tell sometimes.
So shall I do this? Okay,
Do it, please.
so I am going to. Can I switch spells since we're in like a resting
Yeah.
area? Okay.
Rub your claws together.
So get my book out and do speak with the dead. It's a ritual. No, it's not a ritual. It takes one action, but I need burning incense. Does he have any
I
burning
have
incense?
a block of incense.
Sweetness.
It's come
Awesome.
in handy finally. Other than that one time I scraped some of it off.
Alright, so I light the incense
All right.
and I start.
Perhaps we dig her up first?
The guy he just shot.
Oh, you want this?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we were gonna talk to Miss Billingsley because she's nice.
Yeah, I'll dig.
That's what I thought, because you asked about her.
I'll dig while you set up the ritual.
Okay.
I don't know, well, I don't know how your magic works. It may work.
They have to be dead and they can't be undead.
It was worth a try, I suppose. How many times can you do it?
As many times as I want.
Alright, I dig up Mrs. Billingsley. Can I have a shovel, please?
Yeah. Gar helps you. He
Oh.
hands you a shovel. Also, he helps you dig the grave up. It takes about like 30 minutes, but you hit the coffin and crack it open and. Woof. Yeah,
Alright.
she's been dead a little while.
Like
Nice.
15 years or.
No, actually.
She's
it
been
seems-
dead before that 15-year
Yeah.
gap. We're pretending that 15-year
Longer.
gap didn't even happen because it's just been the same day over and over again. So she's probably been dead a while before that 15 years.
It actually seems like she's freshly dead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awful.
She's mostly intact.
What happened? Who killed her?
No one killed her. She passed away from an illness. Her husband took it quite hard.
All right, Nibbles.
Okay.
Do your
Yeah.
thing.
So anyway, I light the incense, and
Morda's like kind of crouched over the grave, like very interested in this whole process.
I start waving my hands over her, and like green necrotic energy starts coming out of my hands and starts surrounding her. And at some point, she's going to burst to life and regain intelligence and be able to answer 5 questions.
Yeah, so she sits up. She's got like one eye is kind of like, you know, starting to decompose a little bit, and she's got like a little worm hanging out of it. It's wriggling around. She's like kind of looking at it, but then she's like, "Where am I? Who are you?"
Well, I am sad to inform you that you are dead, and we are trying to figure out.
I thought so. I could breathe again. So, I thought I might be dead.
And I am sorry.
Thank you, preacher. She
Mhm.
takes your hand. Her moldy grip.
And I caress her rotting head.
Little tuft of hair comes off in your claws. Sorry about that. What can I do you for, preacher?
Now we gotta figure this
She's
out.
she's
I got
coping with
5
this very
questions.
well, by the way.
She's so sweet.
Okay.
I have questions.
Everyone go like this so we don't get fucked over.
Yeah.
How dare I what?
That didn't count.
No.
No.
So,
Yeah.
she would have been alive
Pretty quick. Recently.
recently. She probably would have maybe been privy to what was going on. So I'm thinking, asking her questions about what happened before she died, what was happening in the town, was there anything suspicious, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but we have to make sure it's something specific enough and broad enough that she'll give us a whole explanation and not just a yes or no answer. So we can't just say
Who killed you? Or
something like, or do you know Mr. Six? Because that's a yes.
Yeah.
Your fingers
You
went
have
crossed.
to be like,
Is that where I was
Rude.
lifting? I was lifting up my foot.
I'm fucking
stop
with you.
it. We have to say
I just don't. I had to sit correctly.
tell us everything you know about Mr. Sticks. Tell us everything you remember about the day you died and what led up to it.
Yeah, these
Tell
aren't
us
even
anything you
questions.
might know about why we're in this like stuck repeating space.
Guys got the crystals.
Why?
Well, we know where they are supposed to be, but they might disappear. So
Because the sun.
yeah.
I hate that stupid sun.
Okay.
Shut up about the sun.
Okay, so something happened in this town that is
Uncross your fingers.
that is now making the town reset at the end of each day. We don't know what's causing it, so the question that we have for you is, can you explain to us what happened in town before you died? Was there anything suspicious, and if so, what was it?
Yes, I can.
And if so, what was it?
Try to decide if that's 2 questions or not.
And if so, comma, what was
I
it?
think in a court of law
You're
that would be one
All right.
question.
So you asked, can she tell you what happened, and if so, what was going on prior to when she died?
Yeah, like in the town, anything suspicious that was going on before she died?
Oh, well, I was sick for a great deal of time before I passed, so I only know a little bit of what I was told. My friend Dottie would come by with some medicine, and she would tell me the goings on. Apparently, there were some murders taking place in the town just before I passed away. That's about all I know. I don't know anything about days resetting or anything like that.
we would want to know who was murdered, I think.
Where were these bodies found?
That's a good question.
And don't start any questions with "can you?" Just say,
Yeah, don't even say it. Also,
Tell
you should
us
say,
everybody.
please tell us where, because that's not even a question.
That's technically no.
Do we want to ask about what's in the well since it's pitch black? Is that interesting? to
We can
everyone?
do that, yeah.
Okay.
But first we'll ask her where the bodies were
found.
Is where and who going to be two different? Okay. Okay, so first off, where were these bodies found?
Oh, they were found in the well, which was causing a problem because that's the source of our water. So
Okay, so somebody killed a bunch of people and then dumped their bodies in the well,
Yes.
and you got sick.
That's a statement.
Yeah. So, okay.
Right.
So, is it possible, do you think, that this is all starting from the well? Because I had my suspicions, but now I feel like it's...
Just dove straight into it.
I feel like it's
And
just
then-
kind of confirmed.
$1 million baby.
Because they found bodies in there. If she died from a sickness, it might have been from drinking the water.
Right.
Whatever is-
water
whatever's-
was poisoned with dead bodies.
Right. So whatever's happening, it's probably either revolving around that well.
Do you want to ask if there's any other like underground features in town, like a basement or like a catacomb or something?
Yeah. Are there any caves or catacombs that run underneath of this town?
oh, I don't know of any.
Mort, I could have told you there.
Well,
The deepest part of the town is the well and the ossuary, but they are not connected in any way.
the ossuary, huh?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's in the cemetery.
It's underneath the main
Oh,
mausoleum.
dang it! Dang it! You can't ask questions about this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that 4?
Okay, one more. All right, hold on. Okay.
My fingers are busy.
We gotta. We can do this spell again on someone else, but we gotta know who we need to do it on.
And
we
you
need
can-
to ask a good question.
I don't know if we'll be able to get away with it, but you can try and get information conversationally rather than questioning. Tell us about your day, the day you died, stuff like that. That's not a question. So that's a freebie.
I would say
It has to be in the
conversation.
form of a question.
I would
You
say
can't just talk to her
conversationally.
conversationally.
I
She
hope,
has to be able to answer it.
I hope you didn't know anyone who died. I hope it wasn't any of your friends who died. That's
yeah.
a conversational thing. I would say, as
But it can't. It's not
She's-
supposed to work like that.
Yes, but
she
she's
kind of been chatty since she popped up.
Yeah. We don't need a rules lawyer this one. We can just have a really delicious
It's not
flavor.
really up to you.
These monkey
Sam
paw
was not the one
spells.
rules lawyering, so
Can't stand this.
I would never fight for rules lawyering, is what I'm getting at.
I mean, we can try that. Go ahead.
I don't know if it would work.
I hope it wasn't any of your friends who passed away.
Thank you.
It didn't hurt, and it didn't count as a question. You said something nice.
No, she likes me. Is she undead in this moment? Like, spell-wise, table talk, is she considered undead being enchanted by necromancy?
Is your thing going on?
No, oddly enough, no.
That's
No, she is infused with life and given intelligence.
cool.
Undead don't have well, okay, not
Sometimes they do.
exclusively, but
Yeah.
most undead zombies would not have intelligence.
Your necklace is not responding to her.
Plus, this spell doesn't work on undead. It only works on dead.
Dead.
Dead. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. I think a good question would be like to ask about if there was anyone suspicious in the town.
Yeah, who's suspected?
Who? Yeah.
Or if she knew Mr. Sticks when she was alive, or if he was hanging around.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, she would say yes because he's like the mayor.
Yeah, he
right?
was the mayor.
He's the mayor.
What
Now
were
that
the
they're
names
ghosts.
What were the names of everyone murdered
But if-
and the murderer?
Because, well, one thing first. We know that they probably would have known Mr. Six because the day is repeating. So we can assume, since we talked to her husband, that he knew who he was.
Oh,
and he didn't
he
say
did.
anything about like him being freaky or scary. He was
We
just
have
like,
to
"Oh,
assume
okay."
that he's as much a victim of whatever's going
Yes.
on here as everybody else.
He seems to
Right.
be stuck as well.
And
Yeah.
he might have a plot here, and Mort
I think
would know
asking
that.
about the murders would be best. Like the murder victims.
This seems like a lead.
Do you want to ask how they were killed?
No.
either how they were killed.
We can ask
or
them themselves
or
when
they're-
we figure out who they are and we wake them up.
Yes, the names of the victims.
names of the victims. That's what I meant.
Just to know
True.
who they
Names
are.
Because we can assume they got them out of the well,
Well, and buried them.
Names of
Good. I
victims.
think that's a good question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So can you tell me the name? Oh no, sorry.
No, because she'll say
Sorry,
yes.
sorry.
What are?
Who are all
What
of them?
are the names of the victims of these murders?
In the murder?
What's the name of everyone involved in this murder?
Let's see. Dottie told me that they were Darius Ford, Martin Boyle, and the third one was what was that lady's name again? Lily Green Tea, I think her name was. I can't quite remember. It's very fuzzy. And
She
with
reminds me of a
that,
teacher I had
she,
for so
dies.
much.
She goes
Again.
back to being dead.
Yeah, she. Right, she's like, I can't quite remember. And falls down dead again. And you've still got her hand in your grasp.
Excellent work, Nibbles.
Yeah, I gotta. All right. Put that right there.
Fantastic work.
Truly fascinating. I've never seen anything like this before.
Strong.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just one of the many things that my God lets me do.
Morbid. I love it.
Okay.
So funny. Right?
Interesting guy.
So that's the same lady that we met as a
Wait,
not
we
quite
get free
person.
questions from Mort. Do you know anything about the murdered people?
I heard there were murders happening, yes.
Do you know who the murderer was?
No,
Do you?
Know where these people are buried?
I do.
Okay.
Can we
Is-
see them?
Does Styx have a plot here? Is he dead in the ground?
No, Mr. Styx did not have a plot in the ground.
He
is
never
not-
died.
No, he did not.
Oh.
Except for like a half hour ago.
Okay, let's go talk to the dead kids.
Are they kids?
I don't know the kids, but whatever. They fit in a well, so.
Marshall Buford.
The kids.
Marshall Buford.
It was a Buford or no. That's not. That's somebody from something earlier.
Okay. Darius Ford, Martin Boyle, or Lily Green Tea. Have you ever heard of a Lily Green Tea? She didn't really know who that was.
Yes, she was a young unmarried woman in town. She had just come to live here recently.
Okay, she's the new person in town.
Is she buried here?
She is.
We should probably start with her since she was new to town. So can he show us to where that is?
Of course.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get to digging.
Do you know what year she died?
She died.
It's the same year that this all
Everything.
was happening. Yeah,
But,
she
yeah.
was murdered.
Right before the thing happened to the
So he
town.
leads you over to a grave. It is indeed Lily Green Tea.
I helped
Okay.
guard dig.
All right. Yeah. Takes up. And now you have reached the coffin and accessed it.
Okay. We burn the incense. I cast the spell, and then she's gonna pop up.
Oh, dear me. What? Who are you people?
Hi, we're a bunch of people. We came here to find out what happened the day that you died.
Also, that could have been a little gentler, but you are dead.
I died.
Mhm.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was coming.
I am so sorry for your loss.
starts to weep.
And then I comfort her.
No,
Put
don't
my
cry.
arm around her.
Thank you.
Doesn't next.
So I have some questions for you so that we can find whoever did this to you and or exact justice on them. But we need to ask you a few questions.
She looks at the one by one. She says, "No."
Oh, okay, fine.
No, I don't want to ask that question. Maybe she liked this person? Maybe she liked this person.
Isn't she compelled to answer the questions?
Nope.
She can just decide not to. So we have
She
to
does not have to answer questions.
heal.
Okay. Well, if you
Why?
don't answer 5 questions,
She won't look at you guys now. She's like,
you're gonna stay alive forever.
All right. Well, I'll back
roll.
up.
Whoever would like to roll an insight check with.
I have a +7.
I have a +3.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Nice.
Alvin is very insightful.
22.
She seems very afraid all of a sudden.
That was what I was thinking. She's fearful.
Like, like she was sad that she was dead, but like as she was sitting there, like looking at you guys, looking at the group, like she suddenly got afraid and like clearly doesn't want to look at you guys.
With that, what I could tell that she's afraid of us or afraid of the information.
You getting the vibe that she's afraid of you guys.
I back up.
Yeah, what can we do to make her at ease?
Is any of us particularly scary to her?
Are you asking her?
No, I'm saying like, could Alvin see with?
You can also, if you
Has
want,
Alvin
maybe
shared?
check.
Have you shared?
Yeah,
the
I've
information with
shared that
us?
information. Like, is there anyone she's like darting her eyes at in particular?
I've retreated.
Roll a perception check.
I'm back 30 feet.
17.
She
Yeah, 17. Sorry, I thought that was a 9.
No, she's keeping her eyes off of the group. She's looking down she's like sitting up in her coffin. She's got her hands clasped in front of her. She's like looking straight down. She is looking up whenever people are addressing her, kind of like flicking her eyes, but she like will not look up out of the grave.
Can we ask what she's afraid of?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Okay,
say. Yeah.
go for it.
Okay. My dear, what are you afraid of?
Question: are you in the grave with her?
Am I in the grave?
Like, did you jump down into the
Oh,
hole?
God, no.
Okay. You're like perched on the edge of the grave?
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
like, yeah.
Alright. So, she like tries to pull her hand away as you take it, and she like won't look at you more. What are you saying?
My dear, what are you afraid of? But we're not going to harm you. We can't.
I'm afraid of the one that killed me.
Okay.
She doesn't want to let loose who it is because she's afraid that means they could probably still get her.
Yeah, that's one question.
You're not safe in death here.
Should we ask her if this person can get her even though she's dead?
Yeah, that's solid.
Okay. This person that you're afraid of, are you afraid that he's going to be able to get you even though you're already dead?
Well, I didn't know I was dead, but yes.
Ask for his name.
Oh yeah, she already didn't
she's
want to give it
afraid.
to us.
Do you want to ask? Okay, so do you want to ask her to just like?
Who has a really high persuasion?
I have an 8.
You got 8.
That's good. I'm very persuasive.
Can she try to persuade her to...
She's unmarried.
I'm sorry. Can he comfort the lady?
Would
Lily.
you like to try, Nicholas?
I would like to try to comfort the lady.
How would you like to try?
I would like to...
Beautiful gentleman.
Well, before I do this, I'm going to say, I'm going to come a little bit closer. Please don't be too afraid. And then I'm gonna very, as delicately as I can, drop down into a grave. I'm gonna try and get down in there in not a scary way.
She shrinks back a little bit from you.
Okay, what do I ask? Do I need to ask anything? Or
She sees your outfit though, and she seems to like soften a bit at that.
Yeah, try not to ask a question, but
Yeah. We're here to help you, and we're here to help the people who are stuck here. Mm-hmm. We mean you no harm. We only wanted to figure out what's going on and get justice for the people who were killed. That's good. That's very good. Thank you. I try and give her a reassuring smile.
Aww.
Roll a persuasion check. Guidance.
Plus guidance. Okay, so 25.
Okay.
Whoa. Thank you.
She seems to she like nods to you,
Okay.
and she had her hands up like this, and she kind of like settles them down like into her lap now, and
Thank
she's looking at you.
What should our next question be?
question.
I would like to let Kara do this by herself because she's isolated Nicholas in the grave with the corpse.
I can't go, ah! That'd ruin the moment. Okay. I'm phrasing it in my head. This is just for good luck now.
It seems like
No.
I can't, I gotta do it. I'm having trouble not making a statement. Whatever. It's a command question. Please, so that we can help you and these other people, tell us the name of the person who killed you.
She looks up at Mort and says, "Mort Francesco." And that's where we're gonna end tonight, you guys.
Wow! I stopped myself from asking, did you kill those people? Because he said he didn't know who killed them.
So, thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll be back next time with that incredible revelation. What's gonna happen?
Mort's gonna get shot in the face.
Sam's gonna get shot in the face. How
I
dare
got my
you?
gun out already.
So do I.
All right.
Thank you.
See you next time, everybody.